Mbappe to Chelsea is on.
No, it's not.
No, it's not. Chelsea is
Bro,
on.
stop sniffing.
Mbappe to Chelsea is on.
Stop sniffing.
Drop the brick. Drop the brick.
Drop the brick. You're not getting Mbappe.
Bro, in 5 seconds? This guy's shameful.
Guys, the dream is being reality, guys. Chelsea could finally get the goal. Chelsea could get the goal. Chelsea could get the goal. It's still 5-2.
You're
when they faced each other,
goal,
it is still 5-2. It is still 5-2 to Mbappe when they faced each other. We are getting the goals.
Oh, we do welcome
football. So, guys, let me present this. Let me present this. So, guys, Declan Rice to Arsenal is official. That is why our man Rodney has decided to show up for the first time in 3,000 years. What this guy all he does, Rodney, mute your mic. Rodney, I can see when you're on mute. Mute your mic. All this guy does in the streets is insult me and abuse me and say, how does this bombers have so many viewers when this guy's a loser? So when the club actually does get someone, now you're freaking term. So don't worry, guys, Rodney will host the Declan Rice topic and he will tell us who to talk to and so forth. So Rice to Arsenal is pretty much official. Rodney will explain why Arsenal are selling their wives, kids, and their unborn children.
Okay.
Oh, that's that guy.
Why?
Then also BMF, Yasser, and J2S are going to talk about why the English Cristiano Ronaldo is going to rise and why he has the number 7 jersey. The number 7 jersey. Guys, this is the beauty of the instance. I've just looked at comps of Arda Guler. It's better than Nunes. Sorry, Mike. It has better than Nunes. That left design. So we'll talk about the Ard. Hold up. We'll talk about the Ard to Real Madrid. The Ard to Real Madrid. And obviously, breaking news. El-Khelaifi has said that either you sign an extension or we sell it to Chelsea. That is Mbappe's decision this summer. Either he remains
next year
or he joins Chelsea.
You're not getting Mbappe.
Where should I place the Mbappe Chelsea jersey? Should I try to place what? Here or here? Here or here? Wait. AK, where should I place the Mbappe Chelsea jersey? Here or here? Oh, should I AK, should I do like a live stream? Should I do like a live stream? Like
you should replace that bomb and shoulder
4K. AK, 4K while I buy the Mbappe jersey. But it's in 4K. What's good? Because I'm playing Ghost of Tsushima right now. Kurosawa mode. Let me go into like Kurosawa mode, black and white. So I can film on everything. So guys, we'll talk about Chelsea's chance of getting the goats, the real, the true goats, not
zero chance of you getting Mbappe.
Guys, remember, we are unofficially sponsored by Purdy's. Can you please cut the check? Cut the check. Cut that damn check. Okay, I've promoted you losers enough time. Cut the damn check. My name is Halfhope. My email is halfhope@gmail.com. So, like the vid, subscribe if you're new, and please, guys, feel free to send in your super chats and your dubs. Your super chats and your dubs is what keeps these things going, and I thank you for your donations. Please send it. Unless your name is what's our bomber's names? Unless your name is Daddy Oos, feel free to send those things through and so forth. Oh no, Wing kind of look, Wing is black.
Wait,
so
Wing is okay.
So here's the thing. So let's go to our first topic of the day.
Yes, it.
So
go on, yes, it.
As I said again, we're going to talk about Rice first of all.
Rice.
So
Brown or
Rodney, can you please start off with the topic and stuff? So Rod, remember, you present the topic, you say what's happening, and then you have to go to each person to talk to and everything. So, Rodney, can you please present the Rice topic, please? Thank you.
Appreciate you giving me the space, HH, to
Good.
speak my
Thank
truth.
you.
So, Declan Rice, Arsenal, 100 mil. Me personally, when I saw the news,
Rodney, here's the thing. No, you're host of this topic. You have to present it as a host, talk about the news, give your take for about 1 minute, and then you go to other guys to have their take. So go for it, Rodney, again.
All right, take two. Declan Rice, Arsenal. Been news broken by Weinstein yesterday and Fabrizio that 100 million plus 5 move has been made for Declan Rice by Arteta, someone that he wanted from, I think they said January of this year after they faced West Ham. So, big move, big decision. Have hope. What do you think about this?
Well, here's the thing, though. Arsenal need him, but the price is crazy. So I'm in two minds here because I feel that 100 million is crazy. I get it; it's a different market. Prices, everything went up after the whole Neymar thing because of the Neymar deal. You had the Griezmann deal, you had the deal. So, but look, Rice may not be the easiest on the eye. He may not pass the items, but he's a very effective player. And if we're to believe that Xhaka is leaving and Partey is leaving, he is needed. But I'm sorry, you can't ignore the price, which is 100 mil. That in whatever markets, even in the market that we're living in, 100 mil, that is big time. So my thing though is, and I ask this to Arsenal fans, is if it truly is 100 mil, surely he has to have such a profound effect that he has got to be pivotal in leading you to a trophy. So is that what's
Can I ask you one question? Question, Hatred?
Yeah.
So Enzo Fernandez, what was that price again?
What?
Hey.
What was the price for Enzo Fernandez? Can you just remind me? Fernandez?
Though the price was best young player award at the
120,
World Cup. That was the price.
120.
The price was best young player at the World Cup. So basically, whatever price it is, you're paying the price for the guy who was voted the best young player at the World Cup. Did Rice win a World Cup? Was Rice voted the best young player at the World Cup? No.
Well, can I respond to that question with another question?
Phil, go for it.
So, is it harder to win a trophy for West Ham or Argentina? Bear in mind, Enzo wasn't even the best player, but just
Ooh.
you have a response to that one.
He has a point.
I mean,
he has a point.
Okay.
He has
He has
a
a
point.
point.
No, also, you may say though and so forth, but isn't Argentina the same team with Messi who lost 3 finals in a row?
This guy.
So if they lost 3 finals in a row, isn't it actually joy that Enzo was able to finally win a trophy with a team who lost 3 finals in a row? I'm just saying.
Didn't they win a trophy the year before?
Possibility.
They were
And
No. Okay, this is true,
And
but
they-
isn't this the same team who lost 3 finals in a row?
No.
But
So if
they
you lost
won
3
the-
finals
they
in a
won
row,
the Copa
surely Enzo had to have a profound because Enzo was not involved at all in those
it's
three
not the
bricks.
same
AJ,
team.
you're
Yeah,
better
right.
off. You,
No,
AJ.
because Enzo was not involved in those 3 bricks. So obviously, isn't it done that Enzo had to come and ensure that these losers knew how to win a trophy?
Because
without them, these guys went to the bed 3 times.
He wasn't part of the Copa America team.
Guys,
So
shut up.
that doesn't count. Sorry,
The
buddy.
guy's supposed to be. Rodney, can you please control this whole thing? See, Rodney, here's the thing. If guys are speaking or so forth, just tell me to mute and I'll mute them. 3 times in a row, they lost the final. So Enzo helping them win, that's dot stroke doy. So Rodney, I know where you're going with this is that, but you paid 100 for Enzo. Cool. Look at the turmoil that Chelsea were in. And even through whether it is a turmoil or not, he is a World Cup winner. A guy who is a World Cup winner and is seen as one of the best young midfielders in the world because he won the best young player in the world at the World Cup. There is a price on that. Rodney, is there a World Cup that I don't know about that Rice has won? Is there a young player award at the World Cup that's Rice has won that I don't know about? No, Rodney. If there is, my bad.
They don't even play the same position. What the
Exactly.
Well, Rodney, your host, who else is there to talk? I've said my piece.
Just mute his mic.
Wait, Rodney, you're the host, you can't mute your mic.
It's just
He's muted his mic.
Actually, you mute.
No, I didn't know. I didn't mute his mic.
He's learning on the job, man.
Okay, you know what? All right. Okay, let's. Okay, let me also. Yes, yeah. Rice, 100 mil.
You know, I have strong opinions about this, and like, please do not drop any breaks. Like, please, I've had vacation.
No.
Pre-break.
Video clips.
Wait for the
Break
break.
in Doct 2. All right. No. But my mouse is just over it, so just in case. So it's just.
Can you just drop a break before the break, please?
The thing is, I feel like the money aspect of it is irrelevant. There's certain players that, if I was owner, that I'll get no matter what, and Declan Rice is on that list. If I have a list of players that I must get, Declan Rice is on that list. I think in a way, he reminds me, the way people view Declan Rice reminds me of how people used to view Michael Carrick. I think he's an exceptional player. I think in the Premier League, there's
So yes, yeah. You see that in today's world, Carrick would be worth 100 mil.
Yes.
Yes, I'm asking you a question.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
In today's yes.
To be fair, to be fair, right?
BMF, you want a break? No, BMF. No, breaks are BMF. Why you want a break?
The thing is, I'm not surprised.
So because you have to remember, you've been caught in HD. That in today's world, Michael, Jeremiah, Bartholomew, Beatrix, Carrick, worth 100 mil.
This guy does it without trying, man.
In today's market, yes. Anyways, but here's the issue. Here's the issue. Like I've said this before. I think Man United fans have done a bad job of hyping up their past players. Because I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. That's why I'm actually as much as it kills me that he's going to Arsenal. Arsenal fans are gonna do justice for Rice. They're gonna hype him up to a level that they're gonna force everyone to accept him for what he is.
Wait. How? Yes. How? What do I force me to do what?
Wait, what about if they win the league next season? It was crucial they win the league.
Arsenal winning the league next season. We know this.
We was here last season. No, hold on. We was here last season.
They don't count them out. That's all I'm saying.
No. But BMF, we were here last season arguing the fact that Arsenal probably had the best midfield last season. We was arguing the fact that Thomas Partey was the best DM in the Premier League. Let's be honest. We was arguing that. Like, there was an actual legitimate debate, and we were giving Arsenal their credit. They were saying that Odegaard, Xhaka, Partey midfield three probably was the best in the league. And I'm not gonna lie to you. I think Rice takes it to a different level. I think Rice on the ball is extremely underrated. The way he reads the game, extremely underrated. This is the closest that an English player will ever get to Busquets. I've said this before.
Oh, wait a second.
Another one.
Maybe
Cut that bitch off.
I hear what you're saying, but maybe that's a little bit too much.
No,
we can't.
I'm talking about the play. I'm talking about as a player.
I know. I know what you as a player.
Yes,
see Rice.
Yes. Have you? When last did you watch Peak Busquets? Now, because when you talk about, whenever we talk about guys, we always have to talk about guys at their best. When last did you watch Peak Busquets?
The 2011 Champions League.
Yeah, like yes. Do you know what Busquets could do on the ball?
I'm pretty sure you turned it off.
The most
No, but
now, you can't use epilepsy tax. So now say guys are close to Busquets and also you can't use it.
Okay, hold up, guys.
That is a football sin to say that. To put Rice and Busquets in the same sentence is a football sin.
You're not trying to compare Rice and Busquets. That's what you're trying to make HH.
Let's be honest. No, let's be honest. I genuinely believe that people disrespected Busquets. I genuinely believe that people's understanding how
which is what you just did.
No, hold on. I feel like in terms of understanding what Busquets actually does in the field, it took a lot of people to actually say, you know what? Nah, Busquets is really the real deal. Let's be honest. People used to highly disrespect Busquets. We used to overlook Busquets.
Wait. Who
thought Busquets is not the real deal?
No. Prem merchants.
No. Yes, yeah. No. Get it right. People did not use like reservations to use respect. This guy sitting down on that black sofa with a clock above him used to say it. So speak for yourself. Speak for yourself.
But it's just, okay. I again, I'm not saying he's going to be as good as Busquets, stuff like that. I say he's going to be the closest an English player.
Oh my God, that's another brick. That's
what I said.
That's another brick.
That's multiple bricks.
Yes, sir. This has been a disgusting performance so far.
No. Okay.
This has been one of your greatest 3 minutes. Listen, you're on like a you're on like a 3 minutes disaster class, man.
This is
injustice. Is this worse than his UCL final preview performance?
No.
Yes. Yeah, this is a hall of shame, bro. But see, yes.
This is curious.
So when you win the brick door, we'll have to say that on the 5th of July is when you pretty much ended voting.
Wait, no.
5th of July is when you ended
To be fair, Yasir won the brick door that day. He got like 18 bricks.
Look, no. It's interesting. No, it's interesting because I was the one who like literally overhyped Vinny. I compared him to Dino, etc. I did that on this channel, but all of a sudden, Vinny is an amazing player, yada yada. The thing is, like, I'm telling you guys right now. Later on, when you guys overhype Rice and call Rice the best midfielder in the league, yada yada, like that. I've said this. I've said what I said, bro. Just because I'm ahead of the curve, and I'm usually am. And my
you are not ahead of the curve.
Okay, so yes, yeah. Before I move on from this disaster class, are you saying that you're saying that Rice is going to be pivotal in helping Arsenal win a trophy next season?
Absolutely, I think that actually.
I believe so.
Wait, hold up, guys. We have to get this on wax because if my ears are hearing me, so Arsenal will actually win the league next season. Is that what you're saying?
I think so. Yeah, I think.
I thought you talked about the Community Shield.
So Arsenal will definitely win the league next season. Okay, Ricardo, talk to me, bro. Rice for 100 million.
Shit, right? I mean, he's the most expensive English player of all time now, right? I think
pretty much.
Yeah, broke the record.
Yeah, I think Bellingham had the record for like 72 hours, but no. Look, honestly, I don't know what warrants him 105, I believe it was.
Wait, 100 plus 5 in potential add-ons.
Okay, I wonder what those add-ons are, to be honest. Like 5 million, like they must not rate you very highly then. But I'm looking at his CV, and you know, AJ, you're kind of spitting because you said the question like, what is he gonna help Arsenal win? And I'm looking at his CV, and the only thing I see here is the Conference League. And to be honest, I don't really count the Conference League. They just made it up 2 years ago, so
respect Maria. So
it doesn't really count until there's some history in this competition. Look, to be honest, I don't really know what to expect. Every time I see a video of Declan Rice, it's always when he's like high off some drugs and he's dancing.
Rice. Also, guys, I'm sorry. Declan Rice, that song has been trademarked by Chelsea's Caicedo. It's Kai's baby, not Rice baby. It's Kai's baby.
That's case.
Like I said, I don't know what he's gonna actually help Arsenal win because.
So Rick, you're saying like he's not worth 100 mil?
No, hell no. I don't think any English player is worth 100 mil other than maybe.
Whoa, Rick. Hold on.
No.
English.
You're saying that there's not a single English player worth 100 mil in today's
Respect Maguire.
I'd say the only was like a young Rooney. He was quality. Let's be honest. Young Rooney was.
I think Saka's worth 100.
No, that's a break. That's a break.
Exactly.
I'll pay 100 mil.
Let's be honest. I'm not
like Saka. I like Saka, but
look, we're not even paying 100 mil for prime Harry Kane. So I don't know who's worth 100 mil in that English country, whatever.
No. Okay, but since they have him now, do you believe? Because again, guys, let's be fair. Because I know whenever I talk about Arsenal, a bunch of Arsenal fans on the comments say, "Why are you such a hater?" This channel is crap.
You called them low, bro.
So, but do you feel he will be effective for Arsenal and he will improve them greatly in the midfield if Xhaka and Partey are leaving?
Xhaka and Partey. Oh man, to be honest, Xhaka just had a great season. Partey, to be fair, he was key for them. He's gonna have a big responsibility. Do I think I think he will like improve them. The question is how much. That's a different question. Do I think they're gonna win something? I mean, they haven't won something relevant. I would say, right? Because FA Cup.
No, FA Cup doesn't count.
Hold on, Ricardo. Why you laughing? That means they haven't won something since 2004, which is coincidentally the year Messi debuted. So these guys haven't won shit.
Wait, hold on.
That's actually true.
Wait, that's not true. That can't be.
True. Messi went through a whole career of ups and downs. He hasn't won anything in between.
Wait, Messi has never seen Arsenal lift a relevant trophy.
No, not a league title.
No.
Wait, guys.
Ricardo, you can't. No, Ricardo, come on, guys. Wait, hold up. No. And also, let me be fair, guys. Arsenal fans, don't come for me. Come from Peru. Guys, Arsenal fans start to launch at the division on the land of Peru because call this the Lima offensive. Call this the Lima offensive because, bro, don't tell me that Messi went through the start of his career, his peak, and ending with his World Cup, and all that time, Arsenal never won.
How can you not win a Premier League or a Champions League?
So, Messi, you
in 20 years.
Wait, hold on. Isn't at the same time period they lost 5-1 home and away to Bayern?
They lost 8-2 to United too.
Yeah,
they did twice.
It was 10-2, 10-2.
So, Messi, that's evil. So, Messi,
didn't you do 10-2 twice to them?
Wait, hold up. Who else wants to talk on this whole Rice thing?
Wait,
hold on. SM, go ahead. SM, talk me. SM.
Yeah. I'm not gonna cook Arsenal, but Declan Rice is not worth 100 million. He is a necessary signing for them, which is what they need to do. They need to get the players, but obviously with the price tag, he's gonna have a lot of expectations on him because he has to take over what Xhaka did last season and potentially Partey if he leaves. Actually, you're probably wondering what's this going to lead to? Is it going to lead to Premier League? No, but I think they have a good chance at the Community Shield. I really believe that. I really believe in the Community Shield when we play Cole Palmer and Sergio Gomez that they'll have a great chance. I really do. They're not winning the Premier League with the signing. They need more. Why are you looking at me like that?
BMF, what are you saying, bro? Because what I find confusing though is you're saying that for 100 mil, that player is not going to lead me to a league or a UCL because again,
I said Community Shield.
And SM, that's just being rude.
Yeah,
because SM.
That's being
SM. If I pay 100 mil and all I get back is a Community Shield, I'm coming back with receipts. No, obviously, SM, I'm coming back with the receipts.
What do you get from Madrid? Don't you respect your community?
No. Okay, hold on. So BMF. Okay. You see, I have to be responsible here because I know us fans are going to cook me and insult me. Let me be clear here. My name is not Ricardo. I am not Peruvian. I'm Nigerian. So yes, I laughed at this on Sofa. Let me just be clear before I go to BMF. Rice improves Arsenal.
Yes.
Arsenal will get much better with having Rice in there. It is a massive upgrade. The only issue I have is it is a crazy amount of money. That's all I'm saying. And with that amount of money comes great expectation. Rice, I think, is a great signing.
So much money for Modric, Enzo Fernandez, Malo Gusto,
Michael, I think this is the biggest
Mike. Because you talk about money, and your club spends all the money.
Exactly.
Mike, Mike, name me all of the 100 mil players that Chelsea have gone for, and I'll give you a response for each one.
All right, Enzo.
And World Cup. Young.
Okay, what has he done for Chelsea? He's
playing, Mike, no, Mike. I'm giving you an explanation for why you need to pay that price. World Cup, best young player at the World Cup.
Is he going to win the league? Is he going to
give me that?
Modric.
You because you always tell me national team club football is different. Now national team football is involved. So what is it?
I'm sorry.
When it comes back to me, I'll explain why this is a good deal.
Yeah, I'll see. My thing is with Rice.
Hold on. BMF and then to Mike. BMF, finish your point.
My thing is that Rice is actually a good deal if you think about it. Because what Arsenal need is that they need that DM because Partey is always injured every time they have to play a big game away from or during the season. So them getting Rice, I think the price is 100 mil plus 5 is a little bit overpriced, but they had to pay because if you didn't pay. See what about pay and they about get Rice and probably go win the treble. So for me it's a good deal because I don't see what's anything wrong about it because that's the market today. You just gotta pay the extra fee to get the players you want in your team.
But even in today's market, 100 mil for Declan Rice.
Bro, you all paid 100 mil for Enzo and Mudryk, man. They've not done shit.
People keep coming to this whole stuff and everything. Okay, maybe guys have opportunity. Yes, Enzo was a World Cup winner and won the best young player award. 2 things that Declan Rice does not have. Modric was a political signing.
Wait,
and that's what I'm saying there.
Right, like I think that people just like they're literally disrespecting Rice a little bit because they're trying to put that 100 million price tag. I say no,
BMF, 100 mil is 100 mil.
Mm-hmm.
All because it's like when guys say that a player is overrated. When you say a player is overrated, you're not disrespecting the player. Someone can still be good. Someone can still be very good, but still be overrated. I've said that Rice is a great midfield addition, and he will improve any team greatly because I think that guy is a very effective midfield fielder. But 100 million is crazy.
If Pep actually spent that 100 million on Rice plus 5, would anybody complain about the price at all?
I'd still say it.
No,
BMF, we all say the same thing about Grealish. Everyone says, Grealish for 100 million. That's crazy. Because people even now, Grealish is not worth 100 mil.
Yeah, he's not.
And I believe that Rice is much better and effective and has done better in his role than Grealish in his role. But I think neither of them is worth 100 mil.
Yeah, the point, the reason why they just priced out 100 mil is because the teams where Rice and Grealish came from, like they value them as 100 mil because that's the best player. So they have to sell for the amount of money as possible because you're not going to let one of your best players or one of your best players your club has ever had for like a low fee. Like that's impossible. So that's why.
That's me for Mike. So, what does Rice do for Arsenal next season?
I think they win a trophy. I think they win.
What's trophy?
I'm trying to put them in the league, but. I'm just trying to see what Pep is trying to do first, then I'm thinking about that. If Pep actually surprised me with some signings this summer, I think I give it to him. But right now, with the signings Arsenal have made, I think Arsenal win the league.
What do you think after both the signing of Havertz and Rice? Where do you think Arsenal's going to finish, or what do you think they're going to win?
Havertz.
Let me. I'll come back to me.
Wait, HH, can I speak?
Hey, Mike, nobody because Elias, I told the Arsenal fans they hate me right now.
No, what's it called? No, I actually
Elias,
have Arsenal regressing.
I will decline to answer because I don't want to get hate. Mike, quickly, Mike, why do you think it's going to be a good signing then? Declan Rice to thingy.
Let's get this straight. Declan Rice is not worth 100 million. But I don't want to hear anything from you, HH, when your club paid 100 million for Lukaku for 1 season loan and went back to Inter. Where Elias and Ricardo's club paid 135 million for Coutinho and he did absolutely nothing. He got loaned out and then scored 2 against them. So clubs are spending. So clubs are spending big money.
Oh, Michael, what the hell? Why
sorry, Ricardo. Without money in the Premier League, Champions League, I had to come back. So this is the thing. Declan Rice is not worth 100 million. It's football nowadays. Once that Neymar transfer happened to PSG, money has gone crazy. Chelsea spending crazy money. Saudi spending crazy money. It's football. We have to deal with it nowadays. Now, Declan Rice, I don't think he's going to bring the Premier League to Arsenal because they need more players, especially if Partey is going to go. We saw what happened to Partey in the last 10 games. I don't know what jollof rice he was eating, but it wasn't the right kind because what I saw from Partey was not the same player what we saw in the first couple months.
Michael, is he going to prison?
No comment.
Okay.
No comment.
Hell,
Ricardo, you gotta be careful, bro.
Wait. Hold up. That's yellow.
You're gonna give me a yellow card.
Yellow,
Ricardo, you gotta be careful, bro.
Mike, continue. No, Ricardo.
You try to get HH.
Yeah, bro.
Mike, continue.
Look, I rate Declan Rice. I know you people don't rate the Conference League. Hey, look, me. I'm a Thursday nights merchant. I've gone to Conference League games. I rate the tournament. Of course, when you're playing Fiorentina and Norwegian passports that destroyed Jose Mourinho, you're probably not going to rate the competition that highly, but I like it. And let's be honest, he played with guys like Souček. Does anybody in this panel rate Souček?
No.
Okay, there we go. Does anybody rate the cat kicker in Zuma?
Oh, wow.
He's good this season, no? It's okay this season.
Oh, come on, bro. We're not rating Kurt Zuma in 2023.
Yeah, true.
They never get relegated. What do you mean was good this season?
So let's be honest. This is where Arsenal have to do. They have to spend the money to get the players that will elevate them to the next level. I just think it's a massive gamble. If this doesn't work out, then Arteta's going to look very, very funny because he's done very well. Because all of the big signings he's made since being at Arsenal have worked out. Everybody laughed at Ramsdale. Everybody laughed at Ben White. And what have they done? Yeah. They've been exceptional for them. So, I rate Declan Rice. I don't know what Yassir is doing. Yassir, bro, drop the joint because you're comparing him to Busquets. I don't know what to say now if we're thinking about that with football nowadays.
Sergio.
Wait, no way you said that.
Oh, Elias, go back to the
Busquets is the best CDM of all time. What did you do?
If you rewind to see what Yassir fully said, I think he might actually break your skull in pieces. So basically, Elias, for your health, you don't.
Elias.
I was actually just finished watching your stream about Mason Mount. What's it called? To Manchester United. Yassir, some of the takes that you were saying.
No, Elias, Yassir dropped. He dropped an all-timer. It was an all-timer. Okay, Mike. In your view, what does Rice do for Arsenal next season? 100 mil. He says it's happened. They're spending. What effects does he have for Arsenal next season?
I just think he's not really going to be asked a lot to do when it comes to the build-up play because Zinchenko will be doing that, Ben White and Jurrien Timber. So I don't think he's going to be asked to do a lot on the ball. It's just more about breaking up play and just when Arsenal pressing high up the pitch, he's going to have to just help with the counterattacks because that's what Arsenal were getting killed at for the last 10 games. They were just getting way too easily exposed at the back because Partey could not cover ground and Declan Rice will be able to do that. I don't think he's worth 100 million, but it's football nowadays. I'll say this, Arsenal better win something now. You spent how much?
Yeah, they gotta win 600. They spent like 600 million.
You spent over 200 million this 200 mil this summer on Kai Havertz, Jurrien Timber, and Declan Rice. I'm expecting a trophy, and I'm expecting something in the Premier League. At least challenge. You can't just bottle it every season. Come on, bro. I know it's Arsenal's DNA.
Michael, not even that.
You gotta break the cycle.
Wait, can I speak on
challenging is not enough. They have to win because you don't spend that amount of money and not win anything.
And if I dare hear any Arsenal fans say a Community Shield is a trophy, look, I don't want to say anything because the Community Shield is just Greg's Cup to me. It's nothing. So when it comes to also, they're not going to do much in the Champions League. Sorry, Arsenal fans. Arsenal in the Champions League, they don't go together.
Yep.
Whoa.
Liverpool fans think they own the Champions League, man.
Yes, sir. We won it 6 times, double the amount of times that your club has. So I would be quiet if I were you.
I'm tired of this, man.
Yes, sir. Liverpool have won the UCL more recently than you have, so they can solve.
Bro,
yes, sir. We've won it more than the entire London. So I would be quiet, and we've won it double the amount of times than your club. And your club is not.
Half of your UCLs was before TVs even existed, bro. What are you talking about?
Here we go. Now you want to go back to history now?
Wait, hold on.
Yes, yeah.
Let me, AK, talk to me, bro. Rice.
Yeah, can you hear me, Cliff?
Yes, sir. You don't sound like you're hiding that face over it.
I think I like Declan Rice. I think he's a good midfielder. He's solid. He's technical to a certain degree. And he's good off the ball. Now, he's not 100 million. Let's keep that stuck. And Yassir, don't you ever call him the English Busquets. The English Busquets is Michael Carrick. The English Busquets is not.
I think he's actually better than Michael Carrick.
What? No. Drop the break.
Oh my God, drop the break again.
You need a bit of.
Shut your goddamn ass up.
Like a wing needs to be built. Like
Elias, let me ask this question. Let me ask this question to Yassir. Yassir, who's a better midfielder, Busquets or Scholes?
Yo, don't do me like that. Don't
Just answer the question.
I plead the fifth, bro. I don't want to.
Oh, okay. So if you're telling me that Busquets is better than Scholes, then you're saying that Declan Rice is better than Scholes.
Oh my
I think he could have reached. I think he would have been that big of a player. For us if we would have signed him.
You're good.
You know
Declan
what?
Rice is
Just-
going to be the
yeah,
next.
I say no.
That's a red. That's a red.
Wait, HH, can I continue?
Okay, can you just save us from just keep talking and just don't say anything about references.
Anyways, the only time I'd have Busquets over Rice, anytime I'd have Rice over Busquets is if I'm hungry, and I'm not hungry. So, yeah. In terms of that, I think Rice will improve Arsenal, no doubt. I think they have Xhaka. Rice is better than Xhaka, and I think they'll do well to win a trophy. I think they'll win an FA or a Carabao Cup. I mean, more likely the FA Cup, since that's the trophy in Arsenal's DNA. But they're not gonna win the Prem, or they're not gonna do anything in the Champs. I think, yeah. So he's a decent addition. He's a good player. He'll improve them to a certain level, but he's not gonna be like an incredible Premier League. He's not gonna have an incredible Premier League legacy. He's not gonna be a Premier League legend. I've seen people say he's gonna be the future Arsenal captain. He's gonna be one of the best captains in world football. No, he isn't.
Okay, now one of the best captains we don't know, but you can definitely see him potentially being a future captain. Like that can definitely happen because I think because Arsenal right now they have no really leaders really.
AK, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Because I know HH is just a Prem merchant. He doesn't want to watch any European football. How many better DMs are there than Rice right now?
I would say there's actually like a lack of like.
I'm not saying that Rice is the best DM in the world. I'm just
I'll say
top DMs. Yeah.
I'm taking Inter Miami Busquets over Rice.
There's a lack of
now people Busquets different, but Inter Miami Busquets that's just okay. That's just you're being rude.
To be fair, there's a lack of like top DMs in the world. You could say Casemiro, Rodri. I'd say Partey for the first 8. Partey before the last 2 weeks of the season when Arsenal crumbled. Partey was much better than Rice. Let's be honest. When Arsenal were playing at their best, Partey was better player than Rice. I'd put him there. Could you say Kimmich is a DM? He played DM this season.
Like a pure DM.
No, he's the same.
Very few in Europe, like at the top of their quality.
Kimmich, pure DMs.
Okay, AK, would you take Amrabat or Rice?
I have bias in that question.
Well, I mean,
come on, Morocco tax.
Can I quickly say something?
Wait, hold on, sorry, Mike.
Scott McTominay with muscles over Rice.
Brozovic or Rice?
Mike, what is it? Mike, what's it?
Wait.
I was saying Brozovic or Rice.
I think Brozovic actually. Brozovic, I think is
100%.
a better player than Rice.
Brozovic.
I'm taking Calvin.
Brozovic also gives you the
I mean, look, see, okay. Because that's actually interesting what guys said. Because for me, if just put out Brozovic, Rice, and Amrabat, I rate Rice, but I'm probably taking Amrabat and Brozovic over Rice.
No,
and I still rate Rice. Here's the thing. Okay, here's the thing.
I'm taking Tonali, by the way.
Tonali's not a 6.
You see, for me, like you see, with Amrabat is. I was really impressed by what he did for Morocco at the World Cup. But that's just at the World Cup, though. Let's not look at 38 games. Let's not look at over several years. So if you look at it in totality, I might probably push Rice over Amrabat.
I mean, they did play against each other in the Conference League final.
World Cup tax. But, look, see, guys, let's be fair here. And this is what I was trying to explain to guys. Me saying Rice is not worth 100 mil is not the same as saying that Rice is trash. So you're not saying he's not worth 100 mil. Oh my, you're disrespecting Rice. How? 100 mil is 100 mil. That is a marquee price in whatever market. Even in today's market, 100 mil is still big money.
It was a great question to have.
Hold on. AK.
Yeah, HH. If we're talking Amrabat, World Cup Amrabat, is different. Like World Cup Amrabat was incredible, but if we're talking Amrabat as a player versus Rice, I'll be honest. I take Rice because I've my Moroccan friends, my family have they've chastised me for this opinion, but Amrabat was not Morocco's best midfielder by talent-wise.
It was
talent-wise.
Unahi.
He's Morocco's best midfielder talent-wise. He's not even top 2. El Khanous is better than Amrabat as well. So Amrabat is not even the top 2 midfielders in Morocco talent-wise, and I have that opinion. Amrabat for me is he can do what Rice does, but Rice is better for me on the ball. Amrabat on the ball, when he's under pressure, I don't rate. Amrabat without pressure on the ball is good, but I think Rice is better. But Brozovic, I take Brozovic over Rice any day because Brozovic is better on the ball and off the ball. So yeah,
I don't think I.
So okay, wait, can I ask a quick question?
Go for it. Yeah.
So what do Barca do now? Who do you guys replace Busquets with then? If not Declan Rice, then who?
I think they're trying to go for is it Romeo?
Yeah,
wait, hold up. Barca were interested in Rice at a point?
No. We're never interested in Rice.
Right.
So yes, why are you bringing up Rice and Barca?
They can't shop at that in a supermarket.
But even still, like Xavi wouldn't even want Rice. Like the most ideal would be either like Kimmich or Zubamendi. Like those are the two like Xavi's main choices. Like Rice is never even in the discussion for Barcelona. That's the thing.
Yes, hold on, no. Because look, let's just we need to move to the next bit. And yes, you're starting the next topic. By the way,
I have a question on Declan Rice. For example, the main question that has to be asked on Declan Rice is how much does he close the gap between Arsenal and Manchester City? Because the favorite is Manchester City for the Premier.
Yeah.
How much does Declan Rice close that gap? I don't think like enormously close the gap. For example, I think Declan Rice is a talented player. Yes, fantastic. But as you guys said, not worth that 100 million. Once again, I don't think he solves like all of Arsenal's problems. I think they still need a lot of quality to compete with.
Elias, and that is. You've just hit the nail on the head. I think Rice is a great addition for Arsenal and makes them better. But this is what I say to guys. If Rice was played for Arsenal this season, do Arsenal still win the league? I say no. Because the reason why Arsenal didn't win the league is because Saka went out of form at the wrong time. And it was a mentality problem of them not really being effective. So I think you now put Rice there. I don't know how much that closes the gap between themselves and City. City getting Kovacic and now looking at other replacements if guys are now going to go. Now, it does close the gap, but does it close the gap enough to be like, so put it this way, Rice have Arsenal. I'm not jumping up and saying title favorites. I'm just not.
Yeah, exactly.
You know? So it's like, and again, I know what guys are going to say, oh, you're hating on Arsenal. We're just being objective here. Like, I don't know how else to say that it's a good signing. It's an amazing signing. But looking at what City and the level that City are in, Rice is not the kind of player to be like, oh, okay, hold the press. Arsenal, let's say what Arsenal here to say what's up, right? Okay, this signing changes everything. It's not. It's not a signing that's like this changes everything for Arsenal.
I think the key for Arsenal is really keeping Saliba healthy because when he went down last season, they collapsed.
I think that's what they brought Timber for.
That's what they brought
Saliba is actually the most important player.
Agreed.
Okay, so what I think is doing so. Weisky Jackson, thank you for the dub. Yase got enough bricks to rebuild the Death Star, man. Okay. No, this is true. Abrit's fair. United offered Inter 39 million for Onana, Clown Club.
Bro,
okay.
United are broke.
We're not broke.
So you think that Onana will cost less than the goats that we will discuss in the next topic?
Oh yeah, most definitely.
That's going to be around the number 7.
Yeah,
okay, makes sense.
To be honest, Inter are going to just cave in and
they just need the money. Why will you overpay?
Wait, hold on. So Ifman, thank you for the dub. Ifman, Kroenke is on a winning streak. Yes. Arsenal winning the EPL in 2024.
Yes. This is
Yes.
It doesn't apply to Kroenke. Ricardo is to Messi as Shannon Sharp is
no,
to
he's
LeBron.
Not. Wing, you were such a brick.
Yeah, this makes sense. Yeah, this makes sense, man. Like,
no, it's not.
But the only thing though is Shannon Sharp doesn't spend his time sending people DMs and posts on Twitter about how Michael Jordan is a loser and pictures of Michael Jordan looking like a fool. Ray Ricardo is obsessed
You want
with
me to pull up the DMs of what
Ronaldo look like a fool.
Yeah,
So
you send me pictures of Ronaldo without a shirt.
I did not. I'll remember out. Rule Britannia, rule the waves. Britons will never be slaves. Arsenal's new chance next season for their English call.
Oh my god.
And guys, those lyrics are actually real, by the way. So Yassi, is your mic working?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Is
sir.
your mic working? So guys, before we went online, Yassi pulled up his phone and said that he was watching clips of Mason Mount.
Yeah, it was.
And everything. So, and Yassi in our WhatsApp group said that Mount is going to surpass CR7 as a United legend.
I did not say that.
Yes, can I please finish my points, please?
Mike, I didn't say that.
So put it this way: Yassi is extremely excited at the prospects of Mason Mount. But guys, we already talked about the whole Mason Mount thing yesterday ad infinitum. But I think what I want us to focus on is this, pretty much: him being given the number 7 jersey. Now, initially, when this was done, people, like I said yesterday that I would pull up at Old Trafford if they did this to him. So I'm going to
I'm disgusted.
At Old Trafford. Now, initially, when guys did that with me, Eric Cantona, Cristiano Ronaldo.
No, George.
But then guys also look.
Best.
I don't class Bex as a football player, so I put him to one side. But here's the thing: Di Maria flopped. Di Maria is better than Mount. Cavani didn't live up to expectations. Cavani is better than Mount. Sanchez, it is what it is. Sanchez at Arsenal and what he was better than Mount. So all those guys who were the number 7.
You forgot the Dutch Drake.
Yeah, Dutch Drake.
Yeah, Dutch Drake.
Memphis,
Tennessee is better than Mount. 100%.
What about Antonio Valencia?
I'm taking Valencia. I'm taking the South American MG over Mount.
Michael Owen.
Michael Owen.
Yeah, without knees.
Yeah, we pass around this number 7 shirt, bro.
I'm taking Owen, bro. I'm taking Owen. He was clutch at the World Cup, bro. I'm taking Owen. So look, my thing though is Yassi. Mount's number 7. It's a very simple question. Does he deserve it? First of all, good idea to give him the number 7 jersey. Does he deserve to be given the number 7 jersey?
That's a tough question, HH. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was shocked. I was shocked when I saw it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not even gonna cap. But HH, it adds to the narrative. I think I'm very happy that this happened. Because the thing is, it's the reaction, HH. A lot of the Man United fans did not even want this signing. A lot of Chelsea fans never rated him, have hope, never rated him. It just now, the whole nonsense that, like it was here Eric Ten Hag signing, did the manager really like him, all that stuff is nonsense now. It's clear as day. This is one of Eric Ten Hag's marquee signings.
Yes.
Like it or not, this is one of Eric Ten Hag's marquee, star-dusted signing.
No. Yes, sorry. Because when I was on the terrace, there was a United fan who said that this is not a marquee signing. Then I said to him that, are you saying that 55 million, that's not a marquee price for a marquee signing? He said, no, it's not a marquee signing. We have other guys. So I just wish that I could see him again and be like, after he's not been given the number 7 jersey, can he still not say that he's no longer a marquee signing? He's a marquee signing. This is a marquee signing with the expectation of being a marquee player. Continue.
But the thing is, like, you know what I love? Because it's like, first thing first, there's going from Manchester, Chelsea, that he's been there since he was a kid, to directly to a rival. That's like, whoa. Going directly to that's whoa. That's pressure in itself. But to take the number 7 shirt on top of that, which is one of the the iconic shirt in Manchester United's history, bro, I'm not gonna lie to you. I rate Mason Mount for this, bro. I really do, bro. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Like, there's no shy away from it. Mason Mount just came into Manchester United and he basically said, I am that dude. I am that dude. I am that guy. And time will tell if he lives up to it. And that's what I'm excited about. Because
do you think, God's feeling, do you think he lives up to it?
I think that's a very tough question. I think he does. I think he becomes one of Manchester United's best players. I think he will be a pivotal part with Man United in terms of winning major silverware. I 100% believe that. And the thing is, now the whole Chelsea thing, the Colbum, Tuchel, Lamps, all that stuff. He's not part of that anymore. Now he's at Manchester United. We have no loyalty to this guy. He didn't come from our academy. He came from Chelsea Football Club. No one like go look at the when this was posted. Look at the replies. Negative. In my lifetime, I have not seen a signing that Man United has made that has this amount of negativity already on it. I don't, even people will even say Fellaini. Even Fellaini, there was some top positives. The amount of negatives, the amount of reaction this signing has got, plus the fact that he gets the number 7, he's already up against it. But you know what I love is it's like he has now. As soon as he puts on that shirt, as soon as he plays, he's gonna be criticized. Man United, you know how toxic we get. HH, you know how.
But actually, no. You've actually hit somewhere very interesting though. So we now know that more so now players are very aware about social media and what guys are saying more so than like 10 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that what kind of reaction do you think he would have had to those replies from United fans of his signing? Do you think he would have expected guys to be excited, or do you think he would have been taken aback by how negative it was, or do you think he would have expected the negativity?
I think that's a good question. I think he might be a bit taken back by it, but I think what really helps, and this is something that we don't know from the background, is what did Erik ten Hag tell him, and what did he say to convince him? Because one of the things that reports that came out, they said that one of the Erik ten Hag literally he went to his crib, they sat down, they drink tea, and he told him, "I want you. You are my guy." And now he's like, "What?" And to the point where Erik ten Hag was actually begging Mason Mount to come to Man United. To the point where he said, "I will give you the number 7 shirt." And you know what's so crazy about this number 7 shirt? Jadon Sancho must be. I don't know how he feels. The guy took the number 25 shirt because it add up to 2 and 5. Like,
yeah.
Garnacho, and the worst is the Garnacho too. Like
Garnacho was trending.
Garnacho is not ready for the number 7.
He was supposed to get the number 7 shirt because I think he also had like a tattoo on number 7. No, I'm not gonna lie to you. I love it because the pressure's on and there's no excuse. This is who the manager wanted. This is a marquee signing for him, and this is Mason Mount saying, "You know what? I am that guy for Manchester United." So it's sink or swim at this moment.
J-Swiss, what are you saying, bro? Huge pressure, right thing to give the number 7 jersey, or do you think? Because I think, yes, it makes a very fair point. Whether you like it or hate it, he's betting on himself, and this is a bold move. You no longer have the protection of Johnny Minerals. You no more have the protection of you coming from the academy. And the key thing I said is that many United fans are not excited about you there. So already you're on the back foot. It isn't like a case of like, oh man, oh, you're amazing. There are guys who are like, why are we spending this much on you? How dare you be given the number 7 jersey? You're not worth it. So from that point of view, even if you may not like the signing, do you appreciate that it's a bold move by him?
Yeah, it's a bold move, but now I understand why he really wanted to come to Man United, because if you're offering him the number 7 shirt, which has been reported that Erik ten Hag offered him to take the number 7 shirt, not many people are going to reject that. And he's getting big wages. He's coming to Man United. It's like if Liverpool offered the number 8 shirt and big wages, it'd be like that. Then you'd probably go to Liverpool. It'd be a close tie because they're iconic numbers. But it's very obvious why people are not excited about this signing, because he's at his best, which was that at the end of that 2020-21 season and then that 2021-22 season, he's a very good player. That was his height. He was never a world-class or a top-class player. He was just, good, decent player. Did his job on off the pitch. listened to Tuchel with his tactical instructions. Got a few GA here and there. Yeah, it might be Norwich, it might be Burnley, but you take it anyway. But I can't. If this is Ten Hag's main guy, then there's no excuse for Ten Hag. You need to challenge for the title next season. I don't care.
What?
I might not rate the player, but this is Ten Hag's player. This is who he thinks will fix the midfield. We need to be challenging for a title then. If you get your players that you want, and these are your first main targets, you need to go challenge for a title. Challenge North Fronts like you did this year. That's what I'm expecting next year. Because if you get
Hoyland, you guys have no striker. Let's be honest.
Exactly.
This is the whole point.
And this is the problem, I would say.
If he wants Onana in goal, yeah, I get that. He wants Hoyland up front. If that's his guy, that's his guy. These are Ten Hag signings. We don't have a sporting director. He's telling the Merters and the Arnolds of the world, this is who I want. Go get him for me. Negotiate. We don't have a sporting director. Ten Hag is our sporting director. He's using his own resources and networks to get these players. Like he knows Amrabat from his previous time in Holland. He knows Mount from his time at Ajax and in Holland because he was at, I think it was Vitesse. I think it was Onana's formerly worked with them. I'm not sure really about the Hoyland links, but these are his guys. These are the players he's been looking at. So if he wants them and he's their first choice, I expect him for the challenge for the league. These are his guys. I might not rate the player, but these are your signings.
No. I think for me, that's why I was saying Tiff. Trust in Ten Hag. So my thing though is, you can always use the excuse of like, hey, it's not my players that came through. Once you've now had your summer, once you've had your preseason, once you've had your preseason, it's now pretty much on you. Okay, wait. So actually, no. Actually, really quick, before I come to BML, I actually want to hear from Rob. So Rob, give us from the Dutch perspective here. Does this make sense to you, knowing Ten Hag, his time in the Eredivisie, his philosophy and so forth? Does this Mount signing, him being given the number 7 jersey and so forth, make sense to you, knowing Ten Hag?
Well, I don't know really, because he always liked a midfielder who could score goals from deep, for example, and that's kind of what Mount is known for, or what he used to do at Chelsea. So you could say maybe from that point of view he was signed, because he had a few players that did that at Ajax, for example. So you could say maybe that's why he signed Mount. But other than that, I don't really see much other than accept his work rate, etc., why he was signed. Because other than goals from deep, maybe he doesn't offer very much, or he has been very poor lately. So I think it's maybe mainly the goals, I would say, and the assists, but mainly the goals, I think.
Do you think he deserves the number 7 jersey? Do you think it was the right idea giving him the number 7 jersey?
Well, I don't know really, because lately in the last 10 years you had a lot of players that failed, or in the last 14 years that have failed, that have worn the number 7, like Michael Owen, etc. So I don't really, it doesn't bother that much. Maybe it bothers a little bit more because Ronaldo just left who wore the number 7, but other than that, I don't think it should matter much based on all the players that wore it in the last 14, 15 years.
Actually, let me come to Ricardo and then to BMA. Ricardo, Mount. So what's the take of this whole Mount number 7 jersey thing?
Cristiano Ronaldo, Eric Cantona, David Beckham, that Robson dude, I forgot his first name.
Brian Robson.
Yeah, Brian Robson. There you go. Alexis Sanchez, but not really for Manchester United. Mason Mount. I'll respect Tony and Valencia actually. Mason Mount. Mason Moutinho. Mason Maradona. Mason Maradona. Hey, look, man. Yasir watching those highlights before the stream. He may be onto something. Mount may cook. He may cook. I can't lie.
Best assist in the Champions Final history.
All I know, Yasir. All I know is if Mason Mount pulls up to Stamford Bridge and hits a goal and hits the Suey, I'll be there no matter what.
Ricardo, come on, Ricardo. If he does that, do you think he gets out of Stamford Bridge?
He's right, obviously.
No, he'll just release another apology video.
Nah, Mason Mount gave him number 7. That's levels, man. If that's the number he wanted, then he's putting more pressure on himself, just like Jude Bellingham, right? Like he wanted a number 5. He looked up to Zizou. I believe Mason Mount was also a Ronaldo fan too, so it's not exactly that surprising. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. We'll see how it goes. It could be a hit. It could be Mason Mount. Like there's really not much to say about this.
BMF, what are you saying, bro? But they're signing for your club, man. Number 7 jersey.
I think we're a little bit like overreacting with this signing, to be honest. I think this sign is going to work in the first place because every time basically for the past 10 years, when you as United fans want signing and they come in, they always flop. But the signings we don't rate the manager once, they always come good. So I think we're overreacting with this. Oh yeah, Mason Mount with the number 7 shirt. This because we're not living the era of the Cantonas, the Ronaldos anymore, those individual players, because it's just about the team performing now and playing with the right system. It doesn't matter what number you put on. Ronaldo left Real Madrid.
Yes, it does. The number doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter anymore. They gave Messi left.
Yes.
BMF is right. It's lost its value over the last 10 years. There's no value to it.
The numbers doesn't matter anymore because I just saw Liverpool just gave Soboslai the number 8. The numbers in football, especially the managers don't care about the numbers anymore because it doesn't matter. It's about do you fit my system? Can you play to the way I want you to play? Do you fit my ideas? That's all. It doesn't matter about Mason Mount's number 7. Ten Hag doesn't care about that because numbers doesn't care. He doesn't care about the numbers anymore. This is not back in the days, where we're not living those eras anymore. Those eras they're gone. We're not getting that back. So Mount as number 7, I don't really care because I'm just like, do you fit Ten Hag's system? Can you play to the way Ten Hag wants you to play, and can you win those trophies? That's all I care about. The number 7 at this time doesn't matter anymore. It doesn't matter because if it did matter, Ronaldo left Real Madrid. They gave to the striker Diaz. Messi left Barca. They
respects Mariano. Respect Mariano.
They gave it to Hazard. The way Hazard left Chelsea, and they gave it to who? Was it Pulisic?
No, it was Willian, wasn't it? Was it Willian for a season?
They gave it to Pulisic as the number 10. So if the numbers really matter, they won't be giving it to those type of players. Because
bro, you're hating on Steve Rogers.
No, but it still invites unnecessary pressure. For example, this Mason Mount deal, it isn't even liked by a majority of fans.
Exactly.
Why invite even more pressure?
But I think see, that's where I'm going to there. It's you have to look at the whole spectrum there. I think that because already this is not a thing that United fans are excited about. And some United fans are using mental gymnastics to be like, oh, wait, no, Mount's really amazing. But once you now put that number 7 jersey, it's an unwanted spotlight and expectation of a guy who we know isn't a superstar player. Yeah. So because what you want is, okay, guys are not really happy about this. Guys are not even super excited about it. Just give him any number and everything. Once you now put that number 7 jersey there is added pressure. There's added expectation. And if he does anything wrong, a misplaced pass, a misplaced shot, a mistake here, guys will be like, you gave this guy the number 7 jersey? You gave this guy number 7 jersey? We told you he was crap. Because remember, when you got Owen, Di Maria, and so forth, they were great players. Yeah. So, as Yase Jojo said, I have never seen this much negativity from a fan base for a marquee player arriving. I can't remember. That there was a time when a marquee player was bought for a marquee price, and there was this much negativity towards from the fan base.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think the pressure on the number 7. I think maybe tonight wants you're playing for a big club now. This is the expectation we're getting from you, so we just gave the number 7. But with J2 trying to say now you have to go challenge for the league, that's just bullshit.
No, but don't you agree? If he gets Onana, he gets Amrabat, for example. He's got Mount now, and we get Højlund. These are his guys. These are who he wanted.
Those are his guys, but you're not challenging for the league. There's a difference. There's a reason why Arsenal fell off. Look and see for example.
Okay. So how much money do you need to spend in order to
I'm not saying we need
for the league?
I'm not saying it's not about the. It's not about the money with Ten Hag. That's the problem. We didn't have the money in the first place.
You can't spend millions.
If you get Onana, what is the expectation that you have of Ten Hag next season? So you have Mount.
We're gonna be we're not that level of C of.
If I just asked you a question, what is your expectation? Just a simple question. What's your expectation?
A trophy and top 4.
That's not good enough for a second year because you get Onana, you get Mount, you get Alaba.
Can I speak on this?
That is enough.
That's the Manchester United got this season. Manchester United, they got a trophy and they finished top 4.
Yeah.
And so Manchester United, they have to do better.
You just you won a trophy and got top 4. So it's the exact same expectation again after spending 55 mil.
Look at Onana. No, look at this. We get Onana, right? We get Haaland, we get Amrabat, right? For the rivals, right? Does that make us challenge for Manchester City? No, it doesn't. I'm not like I want.
No, but this is the whole point. You can't use that as an excuse. There's no excuses when it comes to this because these are his guys. These are who he's betting on.
You can't BMF. You cannot after you've got all these signings. You can't be like, oh, trophy top 4 again.
BMF.
HH, can I speak on this?
Wait, hold on, quick. Let me come to AK then SM. AK, go for it. AK, go for it.
I mean, HH, this is like people have said it already. Erik ten Hag has bet on these guys. You know, from the day he came in, he was allowed to get Maguire out of the team, play his first choice defense of Varane and Martinez. He played Shaw. He played, Wan-Bissaka because he wanted to play these guys. He bought in Casemiro because he wanted to play these guys. Now, because the midfielder alongside Casemiro isn't good enough, he was allowed to bring in a midfielder of his choice, and he brought in Mount. So I think he's also getting a goalkeeper in Onana. So I think it's hard. You can't say that Man United top 4 in a trophy. Man United have to. I think they have to increase the amount of points they get. They have to do something in the UCL. If they lose in the UCL group stages or lose in the round of 16, that's unacceptable. They have to get to the quarters, in my opinion, if they get a striker as well.
I say this, right? If we get those signings and we get Kane, then I can say we have to challenge for the. We get Kane. I can say we have to challenge for the. We have to challenge for the title. If he gets the Onanas, the Amrabat, and he gets Kane, there's a rumor probably about the.
Yeah, if they get Kane, they have to challenge for the title.
I'm sorry, he has to challenge. I'll say that he has to challenge. Yeah. But I'm not. Like the sign with the Orland deal, the 20-year-old, right? What I've seen from him is not like that because he's still young and he's a little bit raw. So
my question is, why don't you get like
City for in a row, basically?
Yeah, because exactly like
wait, hold on.
EMF. Yeah, my question is, why is Højlund the one being targeted?
Because there's no other
I tell you why. Because they have the same agency. That's why Ten Hag and Højlund have the same agency. Apparently,
It makes no sense
because at this stage, surely United need an experienced striker.
Yeah, but
Højlund's not going to take you to a.
No, but according to Ten Hag, it will.
This is why I don't like. Look at this, right? We went Kane. We've been saying Kane for like the past couple of months, right? Ten Hag said no to Kane because the negotiation with Dan Levy and trying to get Kane is going to take forever with the transfer window. So he has 8 games for season, right?
No, BMF. Have you even put in a bid? Because he said it's going to take forever. Everybody knows that you start from 100. 100 is when he picks up the phone.
We need HH. We have 200 million to spend. Basically, that's what we've been doing. You spend 100 million on Kane.
There's a certain guy we forgot about, a striker as well.
Who?
The one that didn't play for a while because he got arrested. He's waiting in the wings. So if it's him and Højlund, yeah, we got a challenge. I don't care.
Keeping
him. We got a challenge. I don't care.
It's not.
Wait, hold on. Okay, finish your point and I'll come to SM.
Yeah, I mean, I think the number 7 thing for Mount. Here's the thing, bro. These numbers have been wasted a long time ago. So we can talk about history and tradition. I've said my thing about Mount. I don't think he's good at all. But still, like, Madrid gave their number 7 to Mariano Diaz.
Respect Mariano.
What are we talking about numbers here? It shouldn't matter. Mason Mount should perform not because he's a number 7. Mason Mount should perform because he's the guy Ten Hag betted on and spent £60 million on. That's the reason. That's why you should put pressure on Mason Mount, not because he's number 7. So I don't understand this numbers talk. For me, it's just another number. I'd much rather base it on his performances and on the price tag that I paid for him, because that price tag has to deliver for me in terms of, a big season for Mason Mount. Even given the fact that he's not coming off a good season. He's coming off the worst season of his career. So he better deliver.
All right. Okay, so SM, talk to me. SM.
HH, about the whole Mason Mount number 7 thing. I mean, this is a useless conversation because last time I checked, Phil Foden is number 47. That doesn't mean he's a shit player. I mean, he's 5 times the player Mount is. So this numbers thing is the thing of the past. No, I'm being serious. Like, this is a thing of the past. Okay, we're not talking about young Cristiano. We're not doing any of that.
No, SM. You say this though. I go onto Instagram and Flex literally has a whole section talking about how should Mount be given the number 7 jersey. This is a very big deal. Was it too much pressure? And there are many United fans I saw on social media and on YouTube talking about this. So
have hope.
It still is a big deal. Okay, go for
it. Like I said, the numbers thing is useless. Now, to the point that J2 has made about challenging for the title, what I don't understand is this. How can you spend 60 million on a player, okay, and tell me to my face, this is the biggest club in England, by the way, not challenging for the Premier League. This is what I want to understand. How can the biggest club in England not challenge for its own league? That's crazy to me.
If I said
no, hold on, wait.
SM is right.
No, but
SM
no,
is right.
hold on, one second. If this was Liverpool, we would say we wouldn't talk about we're gonna get top. No. Do you think Liverpool fans are accepting top 4 next season? They don't. No, they want to challenge for the title. If you're in a competition, especially if you're the part of the top 6, your goal should be to win. I don't care if you're.
No. I'm not trying to say we shouldn't charge.
No, BMF. What I don't understand is this is a guy that Ten Hag clearly has gone for, and 55 mil is 55 mil. That isn't chicken change. So how can you spend 55 mil on this player who you believe is going to greatly improve your team, but you're not looking to challenge for the title? It is crazy. It's 55 mil. Top 4.
I can't say that because I have to wait for the team. I have to see how we play in preseason first against the Real Madrid and Arsenal we're playing.
Yeah, but you can make quickly say you could be great and the season goes
wait. Can I just quickly say something on this?
Okay, just real quick on J2S.
See, do you rate Ten Hag? Like, I'm talking to BMF. Do you rate Ten Hag?
Yes, I do.
Is Mount his best, his priority signing?
Yes.
Is Højlund?
Nah, because he wanted Kane.
Is Onana?
Yes.
Is Amrabat?
Yeah.
If he doesn't challenge for league, what's the excuse for Ten Hag?
If he doesn't
challenge at least.
It's not about. I'm not trying to say.
No. What's
I'm
his
not trying to say
he doesn't challenge.
So what happens then? We try to say we sack every 10 then we break
No. If he has all of if those were all of his signings and so forth, and because what he's just saying is that those were all of his guys. Shouldn't you now put the pressure of challenge for the title? Because what you're saying is all because you're not getting Kane, Onana is your guy, Amrabat is your guy, Mount is your guy, but because you can't get Kane, I shouldn't be expected to challenge for the title.
We don't have the squad depth to challenge for a title. I'm not saying that.
Arsenal did not have the squad depth to challenge for a title, but yet they did.
But hold on. Can I say something?
Yeah, yes, go for it.
This is what I hate about Twitter, because there's a lot of people I argue on Twitter, especially Man United fans. I believe we're going to challenge for a title next season. I genuinely believe that 1,000%.
With the squad we have right now.
No, not this. Obviously not, because we're at the end of the window. We're going to get our players. We're going to sign 4 players regardless. We always do. We always sign our players. So like last season, we signed Anthony, Eriksson, etc. Casemiro, Martinez.
Martinez, Malacia.
We got our players. We're gonna get our players. We're gonna sign our players. I just don't understand how I can sit here and justify a team that finished 3rd last season that finished 9 points behind Premier League challengers Arsenal. The fact that we improved this summer as well, how we cannot challenge next season. I don't understand. People don't. I feel like people forget.
It's mentality.
We had no strikers last season. We actually had no strike. We finished third with no strikers last season. 0. I
want to challenge up. I want United to challenge for a league title. Like I obviously want that, but I'm basing because last season, right? The reason why I'm not saying because last season we actually over relied on some players for individual brilliance. We didn't actually play well sometimes. If you look back at our season,
you've improved. But you came
we
third
improved.
and you improved.
Yeah, but I will make my judgment like when I see how the old team play when it gets to play together. That's when I'll make my judgment. Say, you know what?
Okay, so what players need to come into Manchester United?
Elias.
No, what players need to come into Manchester United for you to say, okay, Manchester United can now challenge? Because, for example, if Erik ten Hag is getting his players, I would say that's reason enough for Manchester United to challenge.
If he gets,
this is Manchester United. This is not like a team.
If he gets, the problem is that let's say we had the Qataris before the old summer transfer window, and they went and spent like 300 million and get Erik ten Hag his players. I can say, you know what, you have to go challenge for the league title. But right now, it's just having to switching plans, change plans. Amrabat was not on the list. Onana was not on the list. Ola was not on the list. It came first. So, like, for me, the player that I say that can make us challenge for the league title is Harry Kane. You go get me Harry Kane with the other players we gain. I can say, yeah, you have to challenge for the league title now. But I'm not going to depend on a 20-year-old striker to try and get me to win the league title. Like that doesn't make no sense.
Yeah, I'm not saying we win. I'm saying it's a challenge.
Can I something? I want to differentiate two things. There's a difference between winning the league and challenge for it.
Exactly.
It's completely different conversation.
That's a key point.
You know, it's like BMF. I'm gonna say here and say Man City are gonna win next season. Well, or I said Arsenal, but you know, like that was propaganda.
Chelsea.
That was Declan Rice propaganda. But Man City are gonna win the league next season. Everyone knows Man City is gonna win. But we're talking about challenging. For me, I think if Man United finish, say like 7 points off of Man City, then they have challenged for the league. That's my up 7, so like 2.5 games.
Mm-hmm.
So you talk about 2.5 games behind Man City. I think that would be challenging. I think Arsenal finished 5 points behind Man City.
Yeah.
So like that's what we're talking about here is can we close the gap? Because I think it's like I feel like people fans are so scared, so terrified. In their mind, they're like, we have to be better than Manchester City, or we have to no, but you don't to challenge.
No, because see, here's the thing right now, and maybe I'm lost here, and maybe you guys can tell me. I think since United won the league, last season was the first time when United's goal was top 4. I believe so. Yeah. Ever since Fergie won the league, every season since then was always challenge. Yeah. So and I think last season was the first time when things had gotten so badly, specifically post Ragnick. It was like, okay, let's just get top 4. But that was the first time the goal was for United post Fergie winning the league was to get top 4. So let me try and maybe be fair here, play devil's advocate here. So because that was the first time that it was top 4, is it too big of a leap to now go from top 4 to now let's now challenge within a year? Or is it that it's Manchester United, you have your place, challenge?
I already said if we get like this, the problem is that if we get the right striker, for example, the Oilen, for example, is 20. It's gonna take time for you to get the best out of him. But let's say you go get Kane now, for example, Kane as our starting striker. I can say we definitely charge you for the league title. The striker is the only concern I have.
So real quick, before I take it down, so Mike, thoughts on Mount and United challenging for the title? So real quick, and then come to you, Abdallah.
Look, the number 7 is a bit wild, but maybe he can do better than Dutch Drake, Memphis Depay with that number, because Memphis Depay did nothing at Manchester United. Alexis Sanchez was a flop. Cavani did okay, and really, when was the last number 7 that did well at United? That's my question. So to me, the number thing doesn't really add any significance. But when I think about Mount and going to United, He's a decent player, but I just don't think if you're spending 60 million and you're United and you have a certain amount of a budget, shouldn't your main priority be a striker or goalkeeper? Because that's what I was thinking last season.
Yeah,
Watching
we getting both.
No, but like
main priority.
Main priority. First thing, get a goalkeeper. You know De Gea is done. Get him out of the club and go for Onana. But why would you go straight away and get Mount?
Because Eriksen.
Because Mount is the actual priority. That's the whole.
That's his key signing. That's why he wanted.
Probably because Erik ten Hag really values then Mount, and clearly he does by giving him the number
This is
7.
the problem.
Okay, now Ten Hag has got a ball out with Mount. We spent this big money. You're giving him number 7. This is all in Ten Hag. Okay, Mount, some people will say he's a limited player, like the guy with the glasses on this panel. But maybe he sees something with... look away. Look away. Maybe Ten Hag could see something with Mount that says, you know what? I can use him in certain positions, in a certain style, and he's going to work out. We're not seeing anything of Ten Hag ball at Ajax. This is completely different. This is more like German football. High pressing, winning the ball back quickly, quick counterattacks. We're not going to see possession style of football that we see in the Netherlands. That's not going to be Ten Hag now. So he has to evolve into the Premier League, and maybe Mount is going to help with that. But to be honest, if I'm thinking about a midfield of Mount, Casemiro, and Bruno, is that really going to win the Premier League? Yasser, let me ask you, because you're the hardcore United fan.
Yasser, wake up.
Yasser, is a midfield of Mount, Bruno, and Casemiro going to win the Premier League?
Yeah, I think they can win the Premier League, man.
Oh my god.
Wait.
Oh my god.
I mean,
no, I can't. I can say Collins will win the Prem.
The real answer is Ten Hag thinks that will win in the Premier League. Most fans, majority, do not think that will win the league.
Okay,
Hence,
Mike.
This is on Ten Hag.
No, Mike. Quickly, can I answer a question? Why is it so sacrilegious when Erik ten Hag is building on Mount, Bruno, Casemiro midfield? When Arteta is almost doing the same thing with Odegaard, Havertz, and Rice.
You know what?
So why is it a big deal when Erik ten Hag is trying to do it, but Arteta is literally doing the same idea, same ideology, and no one has an issue.
Let's be honest, Yasser. Liverpool won the league with Fabinho, Wijnaldum, and Henderson in the midfield. Like when you see that midfield on paper,
but that attack, it's all about the system.
I'm sorry, that's cap.
But you have to look at Klopp, the manager.
It's because of the system.
Klopp is a superior manager to Ten Hag, and Klopp knew how to utilize that system much more effectively than I think. Because let's just be real, Ten Hag has changed his philosophy as opposed to what he was doing at Ajax. Klopp's mindset of how he wants to utilize the midfield has been the same from Dortmund to all the way to Liverpool. So for me, I'm entrusting Klopp to better utilize that kind of a midfield than Ten Hag.
Yeah, but you have to wait to see how the midfield is going to work before we can start making judgment because we don't.
Wait, hold on, Mike.
No, I was just going to say exactly. So now, Ten Hag, you better ball out. You got top 4. You're back in the Champions League. United fans, don't go back down to the Europa League because you guys are clowning Liverpool fans right now. And
we're not.
Hey, have you guys been seeing what the Europa League admin are doing?
They've been tweeting about you.
These guys are
no, Europa League. Those guys are trolls, man. Okay. So Abdallah, real quick, take it dubs. Mount number 7. Is that enough to challenge for the title and take it dubs?
Hell no, no chance. At best, they can get 3rd. I expect them to improve on 4th. I generally.
We got 3rd.
They should get 3rd.
We got 3rd already.
3rd in the trophy. Oh, they got 3rd, and they should get 2nd. If they don't get anything more than 2nd, then anything less than 2nd, then he should be sacked.
Okay, can I talk about
There's no excuses. He spent 200 million. He got the Brazilian blade slash fidget spinner. He got his defenders. Now he's trying to chase. Now he's got Mason Medmith Mount, the EDL slash Tory merchant.
It still sells, man.
You chased him. You wanted him. You got your guy. Now there's no more excuses.
Wait, can I just talk about this briefly?
Yeah, briefly, Ziman. Briefly, go for it.
Yeah, the whole idea that this midfield can be compared to the Liverpool midfield is laughable to me because I feel like the Liverpool midfield had more balance than these guys. I mean, with Mount, at least with Henderson, he used to back up someone like Trent, and then you had Fabinho sitting as a 6, and then you had Ronaldo, who was advanced, but he could also drop into the middle. With these guys, Bruno, Mount, and then you have Casemiro. Just what is it? Mount is known for pressing up top, bro. He's like, and then once they get past that press, bro, like teams are gonna carve you up.
That's the point.
That's your only midfield, bro.
That's the point.
My thing is, no, you guys still haven't answered. I still think the plan doesn't make sense if you're relying on your goalkeeper, defenders to be your only ball playing positions that can retain possession and distribute. That to me just shows a lack of. For me, I don't feel like that's your final goal because I feel like there's still another midfielder in this. I kind of feel like you guys are going for another midfield. Amrabat, if Amrabat is your main ball handler,
Zeman, relax.
God save you guys. God save you guys, man. That guy can't turn to save you. He's
at
least
the
decent.
talent ID, man.
Okay. Oh, so wait. Wise kid, real brief. Your boy Mounts, excited, happy. What did you do to celebrate? Bring up
my AV.
The boy who had a dream, man. The boy who had a dream.
I want whoever filmed this video to turn themselves in to the police now, bro. Like, the fact that this video actually exists is the reason why that clown is wearing the number 7, bro. Like, bro, I don't care. I don't care about his past. I don't care if he fanboyed Cristiano, man. You know, the whole number thing. The guys were right. Is the whole, as much as we love the whole numbers, number 10s, 7s, like it's lost its meaning. Like, bro, when Mariano Diaz got the number 7 on the
grid. Wait, hold on, wait. So are you saying that today that the number 7 lost on the Sunday when?
Bro, when Mariana Diaz got number 7, bro. When Mariana got that, bro, that was it. That was it. And now look at Liverpool. Liverpool gave their number 8 to a guy who sounds like a Japanese dish. So,
So to be fair, he's a better player than Mount.
It's lost as lust. So, but my thing is, forget about the number, because sadly, the last time the number 7 was great at United was when Cristiano was there. In that 08-09 season, and then the next time it was great was when he came back. The next. Yo, you gotta relax.
That's crazy, man. First or second.
He asked a question: the first or second stint. I mean,
no. That's my point. Like, the only time that weird period where Owen had it, Valencia, and all those other schmucks. Cristiano, that first stint and the second stint, that was the only time the 7 was. It was like a curse. Like nobody could thrive in.
So I came back and broke his own record.
Shout out to Antonio Valencia, man. He did a shift on that number 7.
Bro,
no, Valencia.
You know what? That guy was a road runner, bro. Let's keep it real, man.
Relax, Z-man, chill out.
He was a road runner to the nth degree, bro.
Bro, all I'm gonna say, all I'm gonna say about this is, bro, United, you got top 4. That was the objective last season wasn't to finish in the top half. It was to finish in the top 4. So you completed the top 4 and you got the trophy. And now you got your main priority. By the way, I don't want United fans now turning around and saying, "Oh, it was Kane." If Kane was your main priority, at least put a bid in. You never even put. I didn't even.
There's no point putting a bid.
You test the waters.
No.
You have to test the waters.
No, see, for me, don't give me that crap. Everybody knows that 100 mil he picks up the phone. That's how you start. But you've already now wasted 55 mil on the English Messi.
But
so 55 mil is already going to ready.
We don't have we don't have the money to spend 100 million
the whole
on Kane.
point. Wait, if Harry Kane's more priority than Mount, then you spend the money on Kane because he'll guarantee you something in the Premier League. What does Mount guarantee in the Premier League?
Wait, hold on. With or without Kane? I'm sorry, with or without Kane, you finished 3rd last season. How many points were behind Arsenal? Like 7 or 8? 6 points behind Arsenal. Arsenal was supposedly the title challengers last season. The next step is not. I don't want another top 4 finish. Champions League is key as well, by the way. I dare him to get out of the group stages and end up in Europa again. Because I've clowned Liverpool fans throughout this whole preseason, and leading up to the season, I'll continue to do so. And if these dudes end up getting to Europa League, that's gonna be a problem. Without that HH, that midfield is what nightmares are made of, bro. Mount,
look,
Casemiro, and Bruno, like bro. He has to challenge for the title. Winning the title is completely different. That can wait because we know what's happening next season. The 4P is happening. Congrats, Abdullah. Congrats, all City fans. So the 4P is happening, but a challenge is the next step.
So wait, let me speak in 6 of those, man. So from Miguel Rabines, have you watched the under-21 Euros? Colwell is a bowler, I know this, and Modric bowled too. Yes, I've seen the clip shared around Twitter, but Ukraine lets him down. Chelsea will return to the top. It will take time. Miguel, here's the thing right now. Modric, you owe me an amazing season next season because Modric proved to me that you were not a political signing. I know Colwell.
The man in the mud. The man in the mud.
Colwell, he's already certified. Modric is the guy who prove this to me, because prove to me that you were not merely a political signing to appease the UN. I know that there's skill there, but Modric, you need to show me and ball out, bro. Because I'm sorry, what I saw from you from the few games you had was disgusting, and also you made me look bad. Modmatics was a thing. Modmatics was a thing.
The man in the mud. The man in the mud.
Man in the mud.
The only guy who destroyed the Modmatics 3-headed dragon.
Wait, what? Wait, HH, what the hell is a Colwell?
Now, respect. Let me say one thing, because you say
my
Modric owes you a season, then Lukaku owes you an entire career.
Bro, Lukaku committed crimes of money laundering, bro.
Okay,
especially in the Croatia game.
Rank Man United's number 7s: Best, Robson, Cantona, Bex, and CR7. Number 1 would have to be, I would say.
No, it's a tough one though.
Bro, this fossil is gonna say Cantona, man.
It's
He's gonna say
I say
best,
it's for me. Look, I say it's between Best and CR7.
You see what I mean,
best
bro?
live.
You see what I mean?
So I'm gonna, you know what,
bro? He was at the game.
I'm gonna say Best, CR7, Cantona, Robson, Bex.
Are we talking about
wait, hold on, wait. How? What's George Best on the eye test?
Shout out to J. Boychester are finishing 7th. I'm off. Okay, here's the thing right now. David C has a Madrid logo. We already know that YSK was turned back at the Madrid airport and so forth. And J. Jokin has thing. Why is there an exodus of United fans to Real Madrid?
Because
you gotta stay at your club, man.
Because there's a common interest. There's a common interest.
Hold on, wait. Half Hope's cousin, my cousin, by the way, I've been seeing choo-choo links to Arsenal. Is this true? Because Real wants money to buy Mbappe. If this is true, now Paul in our WhatsApp group said that he actually finds it laughable and embarrassing that Arsenal think that they have any chance in hell of getting Tchouaméni, who is seen to be the midfielder of the future. Like for me, I keep seeing it on Twitter.
They're not getting it's just paper.
Bro, I thought Real Madrid. Why would he leave? Especially for Arsenal.
No, Elias, no, it's not happening.
Exactly, it makes no sense.
No,
and bro, besides Arsenal fans, you got Thomas Partey, man, that criminal. Are you telling me? It's
okay. Let's go. Let's go. No, let's go. Hold up. Govamijo, thank you for the dub, man. It should be pressure if it was like the Ansu Fati situation where Messi leaves for one season and the mid-season Ansu Fati is given the number 10. That's pressure. But the 7 has been dead at Man United. Yes, agreed. Ansu Fati thing was crazy pressure given to him, but it made sense because I remember it was different. Fati was already at Barcelona, and at that moment, with what Fati was doing, he was the best prospect at Barca at that time, pre-getting all of his injuries. So yes, it's true, but at the same time, you have to look at the whole 360 thing. It's people are not happy about Mount. United fans are not excited about the signing. They think that money has been wasted on him. They're asking why so much money has been spent on him for a player who they don't rate very highly, and given the number 7 jersey. So it's everything together at once.
You know what's the problem? Mount, let's be real, Mount will never be able to please those fans because He's just not that good as a player. His best is not good enough.
Zeman, unless he shocks us. Zeman, unless he shocks us.
Unless like he scores goals. And
Unless he scores. Because Zeman, here's the thing. Anything could happen. I don't think he's that good. And most guys in the channel don't think he's that good. But who knows? What if he goes 15 goals, scores goals like crazy, outperforms everyone in the midfield and leads them to a trophy? Then I say, hey, we were wrong.
To be what? You better say EPL winners or
Okay. What women's got thoughts? Thank you for the dub, man. To be honest, Mount is coming in as an upgrade to Eriksen. Mount has the same passing quality in a deeper role, but with great mobility.
You pay 60 million for that?
No.
He's also got work in
Mount
with great mobility and defensive work rate. Wait, hold. Mount has the same passing ability as Eriksen?
Eriksen?
Bro,
I disagree, man. I disagree.
It's not a wide gap.
No, guys. Let's keep it a stack. People say that Mount's greatest asset is his off the ball work rate.
Bro.
Wait. You know what's the one thing Mount has over
Try saying that without smiling.
HH, bro. The only thing Mount has over Eriksen is.
Okay, no, stop. Okay, what's don't.
Does it start with an H?
Don't. David C. Take the dub, David C. Ten Hag was never a possession manager like Pepini. He said it in an interview at Ajax that he'd rather be effective than hold the ball. He just happened to have Ajax players who could hold the ball. Wait, hold on. Let me bring in my experts here, man. Rob, is this true about Ten Hag that he was never a possession manager?
No, he's
I don't know. I haven't seen that interview, but he did like very possession.
So David C lied. So David C.
Rob really said he lied on my name.
I am believing a Dutchman over David C who bounces from club to club.
No, I said I've never seen that interview specifically, but he did play quite possessionally at Ajax, but that's mainly because they had much better players. They were a much better team already.
Exactly, bro. Cruyff gave up his life for football for this guy to sign Mount, man. That's crazy.
No. That's not so. I think the Mount sign is gonna work. I don't know why people are they're just trying to get mad at something that there's nothing to get mad about. Like, I think it's gonna work.
You're buying the Mount jersey.
I for one can't.
BMF, you better buy that Mount's jersey.
I'm not buying it.
No, BMF. No, BMF.
Wow. So BMF.
You have to buy the
Also, all the time you talked about Mount. I'm not buying Mount's number 7 jersey. BMF, that's just crazy.
BMF, you have to buy the jersey, bro. You have to buy the jersey.
Okay, so guys, let's move. So, Ricardo, is the mic working there? Ricardo.
Yeah.
So, the Ard.
Oh, pause.
The Ard. Guys, look, okay now. Okay.
Can you let him play first before you jinx him?
Shush.
Here's the thing. Jinxing everyone.
Okay, guys. In 2023, how much should we be? How seriously should we take YouTube comps? In 2023,
I think we've established a long time ago that.
I mean, have you seen Joe Felix's comps? Come on, bro.
Bro, what the hell,
bro? No, because I say this though. Modric's YouTube comps were trash. So hands on, they were trash. But look at this way. I looked at, and here's the thing, guys. That's why I love the eye test. All I need to see is 1 minute of Werner to know that this guy is a
relax. He led you.
Relax. That's what you love.
That's why
he led you to UCL.
Lukaku.
So that's my thing. All you need to do is see after a minute of seeing Lukaku's comps are like, okay, this guy is obviously useless and so forth and
you
everything.
Said he was a cam. You said he was a cam.
That's my thing. Look, okay, now Ricardo. I watched Arda Guler and he looks good. This guy looks good. Now. The streets are saying that he rejected Barca for Real Madrid. That's what the streets are saying. So, Arda Guler, how good do you think he's going to be for Real Madrid? Because this guy's left foot, he looks special, and he's 18. He's 18.
Yeah. I think he has good talent. There's no doubt about that.
Very good talent, yeah.
Very good talent. He's only played, I believe, like half a season of senior level football, which is, I mean, something especially at that age. The kid's good. I've seen a lot of Turkish fans kind of upset that the options were between Barcelona and Real Madrid, which when you had like Milan, Dortmund, Ajax, I think Benfica as well, they were all after him, which would have been better for his development. I mean, I think everybody can objectively agree that when you go to one of those clubs, it's more prioritizing your development. To be honest, I heard that this kid is a Real Madrid fan. I think his father as well was a Real Madrid fan, and he had certain demands, which is a huge reason why he actually chose Real Madrid. I believe one of his demands was that he actually wanted to leave Fenerbahce, which is something that Barcelona couldn't offer him. I think Barcelona's idea was to buy him and then leave him on, let him stay one more year at Fenerbahce. And even the president of the club pretty much confirmed it. He said that we wanted like Arda to stay, but he himself wanted to go. Apparently, one of his demands too was that he wanted to be the most expensive Turkish player of all time, which is pretty cool because he's putting kind of like not a target on his back, but he's putting himself on a pedestal that he can succeed. And Real Madrid were the club that just offered a better financial package for them. I mean, they paid the over release clause. I believe they paid like 10 million over release clause, which
it was like 20 million, like in the release cost, like 10 million,
and then commission was like
10
to 20 million.
Yeah, and so
like in total, it's like 30, like 30 something.
I believe Barcelona only wanted to play the release clause because right now Barcelona are just like fucking playing with like pretty much monopoly money. But
we're making promises. We're making promises.
Yeah.
Yo, what the hell?
Yo, man.
What the hell is
what
that?
the hell?
But yeah, no, I think,
look, I'm just like what's it called? Like tuning the sharpness and everything.
Bro, that's my.
I was changing the battery. I was changing the battery, man. Go ahead,
yeah, no, like,
yo, that was wild, bro.
Honestly, like I don't exactly know how he's going to fit at Real Madrid. If I'm being brutally honest, because their midfield is stacked. Not only that, but they're right. I mean, he is a right winger, but he's more of his skill set more suits an attacking midfielder. Honestly, it makes it an interesting transfer just because if he's gonna play a right wing, I don't think he's necessarily your stereotypical Real Madrid right winger, which has historically been somebody who's direct, who's fast, who's a great dribbler. He is a good dribbler, but he's not fast, nor is he really direct. And what does that say about Valverde? What does that say about Rodrigo? Mm-hmm. What would happen if Mbappe goes there? Like we all know that. Let's be honest. Like Rodrigo, he only plays the right wing because that kid is itching to actually play football. So he's willing to take any position he can get, and which is the right wing, which you could argue is his third best position outside of a left winger or playing centrally. So for and then Valverde, there's another box-to-box midfielder who plays right wing, and so I don't actually see how he's gonna get much playing time. And I heard there's no loan that's going to be involved. He's going to be with the first team. So I honestly don't see how much he's going to actually play at Real Madrid, not being the stereotypical, like even in the midfield. I think him playing outright is actually going to be where he's most likely going to play because that midfield is incredibly stacked. And I think everybody in that midfield is ahead of him in the pecking order. And that's not.
But competition is good. Competition is good.
No, it's true. It's always good for a club to have competition, but sometimes having too much competition is going to be the direct reason why certain players want to.
He's a young player. We have to remember that. Like he needs to get minutes to develop.
Exactly, and that's not even mentioning guys who are coming out of the academy. They say, what's it called? Real Madrid's in Real Madrid's Academy La Fabrica. The best talent is Nico Paz, who also so happens to be
he's an attacking midfielder.
Another attacking midfielder who's very good. I say, like I think he's very, very good. And he's most likely going to be promoted this season. They saw a little bit of him last season, and now he's not there. Honestly, even for Barcelona, had he gone to Barcelona, I actually even see him even playing on the right wing because Xavi loves his touchline wingers of Dembele and Rafinha. The only way I could have saw it was him playing as an interior, a right side.
So we're still repping Rafinha in 2023.
Well, Xavi reps Rafinha. I'm not sure exactly I'm on the same page, but that's the guy at the helm.
The starter would be Dembele.
Yeah, the starter is going to be Dembele unless one of them plays out left when
we need some Rafinha, man.
Mr. Ambidextrous, man.
No, but like I said, like he's a good player. We're gonna see how it goes. Honestly, I think he has a high ceiling. The main thing.
Okay, do you think competition? How are they going to get any games when he's 18? So was this a bad decision choosing Real Madrid, or if you're good enough, fight for your place? And he is talented, so he is going to push Rodrigo, Valverde, and everything for that right wing spot. So, and it's always good to bet on yourself.
No, it's always great to bet, especially at a club like Real Madrid where you have the highest of highs. But if things go south, like you can always go to another club. But I just what this reminds me a lot. I hate to say it because it reminds me of Kubo. Like they're similarly the same profile of player. And Kubo at that time was he was a good talent. He came from Barcelona, then went to Real Madrid. He impressed at Real Madrid's academy, and then he got promoted to the first team. A lot of fans thought he was good to play or be a squad player in that team. He ended up going on loan to Mallorca and then now to Real Sociedad. And he's proven to be a quality of that level, but he ultimately never broke into the first team. So while competition is good, having too many quality players, especially those who are going to be itching time. Like I've said this, if what's his name? If Mbappe ends up going to Real Madrid, which I think at some point he will, Vinicius is still going to be money. That right wing, like I don't see Rodrigo being at Real Madrid his entire career if he's not going to play his primary position or even his secondary position. So I mean, yeah, you could have another Odegaard situation. But then again, like even at Barcelona, like had he gone to Barcelona, Xavi has had trouble implementing Pablo Torre, which could have been another of those situations. So this kid, he's clearly talented. I'm not going to put the generational talent because I think that's only for a few players, and I think a lot of people use that term loosely, anyways. But we're just going to have to see what he ends up being. But the way I see, he's a surplus to talent to what Real Madrid have, as he would be at Barcelona. But I think in terms of the clubs he should have chosen, I think I would like a lot of Turkish fans. Like they're probably the ones that watch him the most. That Barcelona and Real Madrid weren't exactly the best picks. Like they were definitely better picks for his development. I think Turkish fans more say it because every time they've had a talented player like your Emre Mor, your Nuri Sahin, guys who were dubbed to be great Turkish players didn't come to fruition. So could he be one of those guys?
Wait. How old was Arda Turan when we went to Barca?
Arda, he was like 27, 28. Like he was
because he came from Atletico.
Yeah, he was and he was part of that good Atletico team. So we kind of got a bit of a Wizards Jordan version of that's the type of Arda Turan we got. But I mean, like this is the thing with Turkish players. Like we have known that they've had quality talent come out, but stereotypically speaking, they don't really ever come to much. So maybe he could be the change.
Can I speak on this, HH?
Can I speak on this?
Yeah, Mike and then Zima. Mike, go for it.
Yeah, man, look, this guy's a very good talent. I mean, he just scored an exceptional goal for like Turkey against Wales, which was out of this world. But I do fear for him with this move in a sense where I rate that he's backing himself to go to Real Madrid, and obviously Real Madrid is the biggest club in the world. But if you're developing and you're 18, you kind of want the minutes. I don't want it to be in a situation where it's going to be another Erdegaard. He gets loaned out to Vitesse, gets loaned out to Real Sociedad, and then eventually he gets loaned out to Arsenal, and then they buy him. I don't want it to be like that for Arda Guler, but I mean, you saw in his comps, the guy, he played really well against Sevilla in the Europa League, and I was like, okay, this is some talent here, but it's just about you have to find the minutes, and you have to find the right position, because to me, he's not a right winger, because he doesn't really have the pace of a modern winger, so it's going to be an issue for him. But if Madrid see the talent, and if Carlo Ancelotti can do it for one season, because obviously Carlo's going to leave next summer, who knows? And there's not really, like, there's Rodrigo, but
Michael, you also have to put into perspective that when you think about Real Madrid's right wingers, you had your Luis Figos, you had your Di Marias, you had your Gareth Bales. All those guys had something in common, that they were very direct, they were very fast, and they were great dribblers. This kid, he's not exactly the fastest.
Yeah,
he's a good dribbler.
At all.
I definitely see him more as an attacking midfielder for his skill set. So you could say that he kind of is like an Ozil, but Real Madrid haven't operated with an attacking midfielder since Ozil.
Exactly. So that's kind of my issue. Like, he doesn't really fit into what Real Madrid want to do right now, and it's a big move, but look, it's only 20 million for Real Madrid, considering that they just spent 100 on Bellingham. So it's a risk worth taking, and if he pans out and if he turns out to be a great player for them, then this is going to look like a bargain. But it is a risk, and hey, hopefully he works out, because he is an exceptional talent.
Just on the point of, is that when you were talking about is it what Real Madrid want to do? Ancelotti's not going to be there by the end of the
next
season he'll be gone. So therefore, the plans of Real Madrid may change in favor of Arda Guler.
No. I mean, it's not. But it could. But again, you're gambling, because how do you know that the next guy isn't going to reinforce a 4-3-3? How do you know the next guy will be looking at, say, actually, I don't really like this Arda Guler, because at least we know that Ancelotti wants him. How do you know it's the next manager coming through assesses and like, actually, I don't want this Arda Guler guy. So even if he may not fit into the 4-3-3 that Ancelotti has, at least Ancelotti wants him and has given the green light to actually bring him in. Now, the next manager coming through, how do we know that he wants Arda Guler? Because he never bought him. He never came to Real Madrid under his watch. The guy who's going to take over Carlo Ancelotti, so that's the risk. Zima, talk to me.
Yeah, he looks exceptionally talented, but for me, like, highlights don't tell you the full story. I've seen too much players to have great highlights, like the João Felix, the Dembeles of this world.
Man, can you just leave
No. But I think he looks like he's an exceptionally talented player, and the part of a player's ceiling is their talent, how far they can go, how far they can go in terms of what they can be. And another part of it is your mentality and environment. I think that includes, like, that's 80% of elite class players is what gets them to the top. I do think he is an exceptional player, and the whole aspect of where he's going to fit. I do think it's even been reported that Real Madrid are planning to put him in the right wing, on the right hand side. And for players like Valverde, I don't necessarily see him as a right winger. He is box to box, but I think his final evolution is most likely going to be a right back, if anything, bro. Because that midfield competition, that midfield competition is deep. No, that midfield competition is deep, and in terms of what's expected.
Wait, Ziman, you can't just say that.
Ziman, you're not slick. Ziman, you can't just say right back and think you can do it. Just move on and ignore.
Yeah, he is, bro. I believe that's his final evolution.
Madrid fans in the chat, like, look, this is a salty Barca fan, by the way.
Bro, no, I'm not even salty. No, I'm talking about Valverde. You guys do know I'm talking about Valverde, right? I'm saying in terms of his build. I kind of feel like with the midfielders they have and the talent pool that they do have, I don't see Valverde being an exceptional midfielder. I don't see him being that type of player. I think he's going to be more of a utility type of guy. Yeah, I do believe that. And in terms of this kid, it's all about development. My thing is, you guys mentioned Odegaard. The whole Odegaard thing was, this guy did get a couple of chances at Real Madrid. You could say he didn't get, an exceptional amount, but when he was given chances, he didn't necessarily deliver up to the hype that was expected of him, and he wasn't patient enough. The guy wanted to leave immediately because he wasn't getting play time. At Real Sociedad, he actually performed well with Isak, and he was one of the top performers. But when he came back to Real Madrid, it kind of felt like he was missing that drive in him to compete. And it's all about drive with no matter how talented you are, it's about your drive. And I believe that if this kid is given opportunities, we're going to see. But this whole thing of like hyping him up, is he going to be generational? Is he not? You have to look at performances. I think that's what dictated. He looks good, but going based off of highlights, I hate when people go based off of highlights. That's why so many players are rated so high for no reason. Just because you've seen them do it in one game.
No. YouTube comps. It's just comps, bro. It's just comps. Ilyas, what are you saying, bro? The Ard.
I mean, you guys have basically said everything there is on the Arda Guler situation. As a Barca fan, it's a shame that he's not joining the club, that he's joining Real Madrid. He is a very talented young player. However, if he joined Barcelona, he would be coming into a position that we don't really need. Like, we have a lot of talented midfielders, and on that right wing position, we do have players there. And I'm glad that Barcelona did not get into a bidding war because we have limited funds at the moment. And I'd rather see.
Wait. Do you still owe Messi money? I think you're still paying. Messi.
Yeah, we do. Okay. I think until like 2025 or something like that. Basically, this is just like Bartomeu, bro. That guy should be jailed.
Yo, that tax is heavy, bro.
Yeah,
so Messi, he deferred his payments, and so you still owe him money.
Yeah, we do, and we're still gonna own him for like a couple of years.
Guys, I don't care what anyone says. There's gonna be a Netflix doc that proves that.
Wait, AJ, Bro,
this was an inside job. This was an inside job.
He had like hate Barcelona because there's no way you're this incompetent. Like before,
Ilya, just a quick question.
What's up?
When are you going to be financially stable? When, like, a realistic time frame?
God knows.
I mean, it depends
Bro.
on like maybe like 2 or 3 years, but that's still
how
because,
does Messi decline the money and you're still owing?
How is it this bad?
I don't know.
How is it this bad?
By the way,
When will he get better?
No, because Bartomeu gave players like Clement Langley like 20 million like per year contract. Like who does that? Like, I'm sorry, 20 million.
Respect the lengths. Respect the lengths. Okay, okay. So, do you agree with what Ricardo Zeman guys saying that like this was maybe not the right move for his development, or do you think he's good enough to displace Rodrigo and Valverde on that right wing?
No, I would say at this moment we would have to see, because the way Carlo Ancelotti plays in Real Madrid, it's not like they play like a possession-based like football. They have like that mid to low block. They're solid defensively, and they use the talent of, for example, Benzema and Vinicius on the counter, like on that quick transitions, to basically hurt teams. And as you guys have mentioned, Arda Guler doesn't have that pace, for example. He would be playing in that attacking midfield position. And so when I look at Arda Guler, I'm thinking, can you displace Rodrigo? Can you displace Valverde? I'd see him maybe as like the third or fourth choice in the pecking order. Just he is betting on himself by taking this move, for example, because in order to go to Real Madrid, like after this, like you can't go up. Like this is it. This is like the end game. And so I'm glad to see that he's betting on himself. However, once again, it's a shame that he's not coming to Barcelona.
Wait, let me quickly check whether we've got some Dubinsky. So, where are we at? From QC8, hashtag Arda Guler was trending. Spotify FC's finished. Ricardo, can you please respond to this, please?
Sure.
Who's the La Liga champions?
To be fair, I actually don't mind because we're gonna be in for a better player next year. So
no, but why was that trending with him not ending up at Barcelona? So
I didn't really. Yeah, no, we took the L. There's nothing bad. But at the end of the day, the guy chose money in the competition we weren't gonna win. So it is what it is.
Okay, I don't know how to respond to this dope. What sauce would you like?
Answer the question. Answer the question, AJ. What's the problem? I think that's a normal question.
Bro, that's a normal question, bro. Come on.
Well, my thing though is I do use garlic to cook, and there's an oil called the Lee Kum Kee Sichuan Chu oil.
Bro, it's saying what sauce, bro?
What
just
sauce?
The sauce, bro.
Yeah, you're trying to bait me. Nah, you're trying to bait me. Nah.
What?
Oh
bro,
it's the sauce.
Yo,
it's the sauce.
No, you're not gonna get me. You're not gonna get me.
Sauce. It's a simple question.
Nope, Nigel, you're not gonna get me. Nope, sorry. I told you.
Oh,
I'm getting better. I'm getting better.
That's an L, bro. That's an L.
That's
an L, bro.
Unlucky.
That's an L.
I told you, I'm getting better. I'm getting sharper.
That's an L, bro. That's an L.
David C. I take my L. It was the RVP interview with Ten Hag that was misquoted. Okay, where's the? Where are we? At least you admitted your L, man. At least you admitted the L, and Rob was there to clear it up, man. So guys, I think it's happening.
Ooh.
And Eddie just came in time, guys. It's happening. Z-Man is happening.
What, Lele?
Z-Man, it's happening.
Neymar, are you
Z-Man? No, Z-Man. Z-Man.
No, he's talking about
this
Mbappe.
is what changes everything.
Mbappe.
Z-Man, this is what changes everything. Guys, it's happening.
You know
what nonsense is he about?
Guys, it's happening.
Oh my god.
Oh my
god. Man, he looks clapped.
Guys, it's happening.
Why would you want to join a club that doesn't have European football?
Hold on, let me make sure that you guys can see the logo. Guys,
it
it's happening.
Yeah, we can't see it.
Okay, fine, okay, whatever. Okay, so guys,
it does make sense.
Guys, it's happening. Guys, I think we're getting the goal.
Are you gonna cross dress for him?
Cardo, wait, I think we're getting the goal.
But from who?
Hold on, Cardo. I think we're getting the goal. Ricardo. Ricardo.
Yeah,
Ricardo. I think we're getting the goal. Rick. Rick, Cardi B. I think I'm getting a go.
Yo, pause.
What?
Cardi. I think we're getting a go.
You guys are getting Mbappe.
Elias, I think we're going to do. Seer. I think we're getting a go. Seer. I think we're getting a go.
That sounds racist.
Guys, it's happening. Guys, it's happening, man. It's happening, guys. I think that this is what changed. Guys, I told you. I said that Chelsea are going to make the signing that makes everybody go. This is a signing that we're like, okay, half up really is the goal. Half up really is that dude.
So is this confirmation that he's definitely going to be signed? He is going to be signed.
All I'm saying, guys, this summer has just gotten started because we're going to have a bidding war. We're going to have a bidding war because let me present this thing right now. Let me be professional. Let me be really professional. So, Nasser El-Khelaifi.
Wow.
That's getting clipped.
So
that's getting put into Michael Jackson edit, you know.
That's getting
the
clipped.
the lifer said that you need to sign. The lifer said lifer said.
Imagine. Oh my god.
Nah, bro, that sounds like
lifer said that either you sign an extension or Chelsea come and say what's up. Guys,
why are you excited for?
I don't think I ever mentioned.
Who was Todd B having lunch with 24 hours ago?
You mean who is he twerking for?
Yeah, Ricardo. Who was Todd B having lunch with yesterday?
I'm not gonna lie. I've never seen a grown man clap his ass for another grown man.
Yeah.
So basically, the situation is Mbappe either sign a contract extension or we have to sell you because he said this categorically. You are not going for a free. Let me say it again. He said, you are not going for free. Either you sign
Screenshot
the
that, guys.
contract.
Screenshot that.
Thanks for the screenshot.
Screenshot. So that's the thing right there. That's the thing right there. So now Real Madrid are gonna do their thing, put their bid and everything, but Vini plays on the left. You have about 3 billion guys fighting for the right wing, and striker it is. What?
Jose Lu. Are you about to say Jose Lu?
No. Don't say.
There's a queue around the planet Earth for the right wing spots for Real Madrid and so who's
the striker?
AJ, who's the striker?
Z-Man, the striker doesn't matter. And my thing is, Vini, Z-Man, because you're a hater and you don't understand ball, Vini is already in the left, which means that Mbappe, he can't go to Real Madrid because Vini already has a spot. Zima, because you're so smart. Zima, you freaking genius. E equals MC squared. Because you're so freaking smart. Who plays to the left for Chelsea?
Oh my god.
Who?
This man
Thank
really
you.
thinks
So, Mbappe, there is a left spot to that.
Mbappe.
Basically, Leon, 5'2". Basically, you know what? I'm going to call him 5'2". Basically, 5'2". 5'2" has a spot on the left wing.
Yo, Ricardo, how many UCLs does Mbappe have?
5'2". 5'2". 5'2" has a spot. So, Ricardo, 3 options. Where do you think 5'2" ends up? Do you think 5'2" stays at PSG for 1 more year? Wait, hold on. Wait.
Oh my god.
No way. No, there's no way.
I don't want to wait because it's the middle finger.
My bro's losing motor skills.
Bro,
do you think okay,
there's no way, man.
Smallwood did a number on you.
There's no way, bro. There's no way.
Okay. He stays at PSG.
Okay.
Goes to Chelsea. Goes to Real Madrid. What happens this summer? Go for it.
I think he stays at PSG, man. I think he stays at PSG.
Yeah,
wait, hold up. So no, wait. Okay, so
get your money, Mbappe.
No. He stays at PSG and signs a contract extension, or he leaves on a free next summer.
No, he lives on a free next summer.
Okay, Ricardo. Now, maybe you didn't engage your brain. So, insert your brain and let me answer the question again. The lie just said that we are not selling him for a free.
What happened to
Either
Langford?
you sign an extension or the door is open to leave.
but it's
Chase, but that means nothing. That means
I've now
nothing.
said that,
That
Ricardo,
means
can you now
nothing.
answer? Hold on, Ricardo, answer. Once you've now heard that's now said no. Extension or you leave right now this summer because you are not being
Or
sold.
what? What they're gonna do? What was Nasser
I'm not
El-Khelaifi
gonna
gonna
lie,
do?
bro. Yo, the Nas is spitting, man. The Nas is spitting. But unfortunately, it's not up to him. It's not up to him, bro. It's up to Mbappe. There's no release clause allowed in France. So even if he was to sign some sort of extension and make to some compromise that, like, okay, we'll send you to Real Madrid.
That is true.
Blah, blah, blah.
That is factual. That is factual.
He has no leverage. Like, I'm not gonna lie, man. I've actually never not liked. I've never not liked Mbappe. It's just that HH has made me dislike this guy. I don't know how, but he's successfully done it. I like Mbappe, but I'm not gonna lie. I have never seen a player have so much leverage over two clubs. Like, it's insane. Like,
because he's the GOAT. It's GOAT things. That's what GOATs do. They have leverage. They leverage to
Zero
clubs.
UCL.
They have leverage to clubs.
Okay,
So Rick, so you're saying that he's going to punk PSG by staying for one more year, getting knocked out by Başakşehir in the round of 16, and he leaves on a free next summer. Is that what you're saying?
I think, look, to be honest, probably, man, like him staying at PSG, having one more run of the Champions League. God knows if that's successful. I actually think it's not that bad. They got Luis Enrique. I honestly, you were supposed to get Luis Enrique last year. Like, let's not, please. Whatever. To me, it makes no sense. But anyways, Neymar, I don't know how serious he is about. So I can understand why he would want to leave, because he's probably like, yeah, this team is not serious. Like, they're not serious about actually winning. Like, they finally signed a world-class manager once, those certain players started leaving. But that makes no sense. So, but at the same time, when there's like 100 million on the table just for staying, just for the sake of chilling one more year in the hometown you're at, why wouldn't you stay? Give it, try achieve dud with PSG, which is probably not going to happen, and then go next year to Real Madrid while collecting another massive sign-on bonus. Like, we're talking 9 figures here on both ends, 2 different contracts. Like, I don't get, like, this is the one thing that bothers me about fans is I mainly see it from Real Madrid fans, because they're always like, oh, I'm sick and tired of Mbappe not coming this every single summer, this and that. Every time a player has leverage on his side and he's making a decision for himself, we demonize them, but at the same time, we always sympathize them when they're trapped at a certain club while the institution holds power over them. You can't have it both ways. At the end of the day, what Mbappe has in front of him is the wrongdoings of PSG. And you have a president like Florentino Perez who's so obsessed with him. Now, I was actually thinking about it, why Florentino Perez is actually so obsessed with getting Mbappe, even though you could argue that the squad doesn't need him because of the emergence of Vinicius Jr. Cristiano Ronaldo was not Florentino Perez's signing, I believe. I believe it was the previous president. So that's not his signing. That's not his massive signing. The same way, like the Figo one and then the ones after. So the Cristiano Ronaldo doesn't go down to his credit. And mind you, we've seen those tapes of the way Florentino Perez has spoken about Cristiano Ronaldo, and it wasn't in a bright, like, it wasn't in a good way. And then his marquee signing was supposed to be Neymar Jr., but he ended up signing for Barcelona. And to be fair, since the Neymar thing, but he's
Ricardo, it's actually 9-4 if you include club and country, by the way.
It doesn't matter.
It's 9-4. So.
Mine has the World Cup, so it doesn't really.
All right, 9. I know, but it's nice. Like 8-9 if you include like club and country.
I'll take that too if I get a World Cup at the end of it. But,
yeah, no, but yeah, it's like 9.
But anyways, the Neymar Jr. was kind of the one for him that really ticked him off because everybody knew Neymar was that next guy up. And that's why he ended up going ballistic in the Brazilian market, trying to find for that next Neymar that ultimately none of them end up turning into Neymar. So him getting this Kylian Mbappe was actually
it's a backup. So that's summer of Benzema, Cristiano. That wasn't Perez.
That wasn't him. That was Ramon Calderon.
Calderon. Yeah,
something like that. Yeah, I remember his last name. I don't remember his first name, but it was like Ramon something. Yeah, it was him. And then Perez comes in. So he's failed. CR7 wasn't his son, so it's not really his failing, anyways. But the Neymar one was a failing on his end because he didn't just lose Neymar; he lost him to their arch rivals, and we all knew that Neymar was the next kid up. Like we knew that.
Yeah.
Mbappe is quite obviously the next kid up, and he wants that sign. He wants to be like, I'm the one that brought Kylian Mbappe to Real Madrid, and so maybe that's why he's so obsessed with bringing Mbappe. I've never seen this from any player do this to Real Madrid, to let alone Florentino Perez. And to be fair, PSG don't really have anything to stand on. They're just a bunch of they're just a money bag. And he's kind of just sucking the soul out of these guys the same way you do to Mbappe. So
pause. Damn.
So it is what it is. Like I rate him, get all the money, man. It is what it is.
Yo,
wait, Mbappe. All I'm saying that Mbappe.
That's wild.
Mbappe.
He said wait. He said wait.
Very
Mbappe,
few
man,
people. Very few people can walk over the bridge. Be one of the few guys that can walk over one.
It's
of
not
the most
wait.
Is that metaphor?
Eddie,
Is that metaphor?
Eddie, what are the chances of you thinking that Mbappe can say what's up to Chelsea, or do you think goes to Real Madrid? Where do you think Mbappe ends up this summer, Eddie?
Now, what's up, guys? He stays at PSG this year, man. He stays at PSG,
and leaves on a free.
Yeah,
but Eddie, okay. Would this be the biggest L in club history if a president has said several times he will not go for a free? He will not go for it. Eddie, he even said that nobody is bigger than the club. So if he goes on a free, should the PSG just dissolve?
If he really believes that, I mean, he's going to do all that for PR, man. If he really believes that, then tell Mbappe you're not playing the season if you don't sign. That's it. You sit down for the whole year. If you want to play, get out the club, because
that's a loss, bro. Like that's a loss on PSG because you're trying to sell one. You have to sell him because he's one of the best players in the world. Like you have to sell him.
You have to sell. You can accept bids you want, but if Mbappe doesn't sign, he's not going nowhere.
But if you don't pay, but what you're trying to say is that if he doesn't sign, they don't play him right. Then he can just go home and just get paid every week for doing nothing. It's
and it's not like PSG can afford not having Mbappe on the pitch because PSG they aren't that great. So
I'm not saying that's what they should do. I'm saying if he really means what he's saying, then if Mbappe doesn't sign, tell him to sit at home.
Luis Enrique is only there for 2 years too.
Exactly. So back up your talk. But at the end of the day,
Eddie, here's the thing. Do you see a scenario where the darling of France, the face of French football, is benched for a whole year at PSG because he refuses to sign a contract extension?
No, which is why I call this OPR by the president or whoever the guy is. It's just PR to save face for PSG, maybe help them get a few more targets in. Because again, the Mbappe thing is a mess for their transfer window. In terms of maybe the quality of players they can get in as well. So he's got to save face, man, see what happens. And then Mbappe leaves next year on a free. They've done this from when he signed the deal last year. It was always set in stone. So this is all it's just a PR mess, to be honest.
So you're saying that he leaves on a free and joins Real Madrid next summer?
Leaves on a free to Real Madrid next year. They already have the groundwork ready to go. They've made a few signings this year because if he's gonna go Real Madrid this year, and I can see Chelsea freaking doing this. I mean, they'll probably have to sell Valverde to raise funds for that transfer, anyways.
No, they don't. No, they don't.
Valverde.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
Why? Why would they have to sell him?
How are they with the FFP regulations at this point?
You think they applied to Real Madrid?
Well, if you say that,
Hey, okay, well,
president of La Liga
you
is
would
a Real
following the
Madrid fan.
rules, okay.
Bro, it doesn't even apply. It doesn't even
They'll
apply.
find a way.
Legal
They'll
walk
find a
around.
way.
Okay, then fine.
yeah. I
Doesn't
mean,
Wait. So are you guys saying
they might
that?
start. They might start pulling levers or something.
Wait, okay, yes, what are you saying? Yes, what are you saying?
Yeah, that's
No, all I'm saying that are you guys saying the FFP only applies to Barcelona? Like that's it?
I mean,
Like,
the
doesn't
La
apply to
Liga's
another-
president is a Madrid fan. He has like
Let-
come out. and
let-
say,
let that go, guys.
But yes, he is a Madrid
I'm
fan
sorry,
now.
like
I'll let a president know, but he is a Madrid fan.
Bro, he can't stop talking about it.
hey,
He's
he
invested.
says
I'm
it
not gonna
every
lie to
single
you.
press
Jesus is
conference.
invested, though.
Okay, so yeah, so what do you think happens with Mbappe, man?
Oh,
I think that he makes. Does he make PSG look like complete losers?
Eddie's right. Like, I think Nasser El-Khelaifi, I think he's just PR. You know, like sometimes like you gotta talk the talk. You gotta pretend to act tough on camera, but behind the scenes, everyone knows the truth. This guy is because the thing is, the money that he's gonna earn at PSG to stay one more year, I don't think he will earn that at Real Madrid. Like the money he's the money that he has in room like PSG, the contract, it's a different kind of money. I'm not gonna lie to you. I heard like some crazy stuff. Like we're talking about like like this gold. We're talking about palace of a gold type of money. We're talking about like a spaceship. That's what we're talking about. Like
Spaceship.
Yeah. Like no.
I'm just nodding my head, man. It's fine. Okay.
No. But you guys think I'm joking? Like that contract, the money, like what's in that contract, no one knows. Not like no one knows what's in that contract because it's.
Wait, you
it's
just
crazy.
said what's on it.
No, but then I'm speculating.
All right.
I'm
Okay. Wait. Hold on. Let me.
Hey, listen,
You just
people
proceeded to
talk.
say what was in the contract, and you said no one knows what's in the contract.
It's a grapevine. The streets talk. The streets. The streets know. The streets have the information, guys. But so basically, if this guy killing Mbappe is smart. The reason why I think he is pretty much telling Real Madrid, "Hey guys, I'm coming next year. Pretty much prepare for my arrival." And that's what he pretty much like when he put out that statement that he was not going to sign a new contract. That's what it was. And they're going to get him for free. It's really that simple. He's going to stay at PSG. He's probably going to play that little game where the reports will be coming out. His entourage are ready to sit down, ready to negotiate, but all that nonsense. And it's probably going to rumble on until next season. And then June, they'll be like, oh, there was an impasse. They couldn't agree on any term. He signs for Real Madrid. So Nasser El-Khelaifi, bro, I shout out to you. I know you're trying to act tough. I know you're trying to be that tough guy, but it is what it is, bro. Like he's gone. He's gone, man.
He's signing that pre-contract in January, man.
I'm not
that's my thing though. Like if the guy signs that pre-contract in January.
But I said this.
So come January, PSG, you're going to lose the face of football for nothing.
But you know what it is though. Like this is actually like terrible news because I think
for who? Terrible for who?
This in general, like France football in general, because just like a couple of days ago, or was it a couple of days ago? Yeah, it was a couple of days ago. It came out that the new coefficient came out where the league are now known as the 7th best league in the coefficient. Like crazy enough, the Belgium league and the Eredivisie are ranked higher than the league on, which is insane, like crazy. And
so the face of football is playing in the 7th best league in the world.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it is. So the fact that if they lose Mbappe as well, if the league loses Mbappe as well, like already, like France, like I don't know if AK is still here and he knows more about this, but already like France, like clubs are really in financial crisis. They're like not doing well already. And then what's the point of the TV deals? Why would any TV company actually pick up the league? Oh, why? If Mbappe leaves, Messi's already gone. Why would I watch the league on? For what?
Zard's going back to Lille. He's going back.
So Hazard's actually going to Inter Miami.
Wait, relax. They put in a bid. He's not responding yet.
League One is finished. It's so sad.
There's a bid.
Is so finished, bro. It's so sad. Like it is.
Half a mil.
Yes, keep cutting.
No, and then
Nowhere there's a bid, bro.
Yes,
There's
keep talking. Keep talking.
No,
yes,
last thing I'm gonna say is Mbappe played PSG. I'm not if looking back at it, PSG would have been better off if they would have let him. They would have sold him when Real Madrid offered that big money for him. Because if you look at it, what had PSG gained from this? Nothing. What ended up happening is they signed him to a 2-year contract. He took all the money from PSG. Literally, took all the money from PSG. Now he's about to dip for free. For what? What was the point of that?
No. Yes, you know what? Like, I think the Qataris at PSG might. Do you know the kind of elders they've taken? So you got Messi, and you made a agreement with Messi where we'll rig the World Cup for you if you give us a UCL. And Messi said, bet. Got the World Cup and then dipped. And now Mbappe is like.
That's why he's the GOAT.
Look, that's a GOAT argument. That is a GOAT argument. That's a flex. That's a flex. And now, look what Mbappe's doing. Look, guys, that's real. Qatar, I think I may have to induct these guys in terms of how you've been held up as owners. Because now both Mbappe and also look at Neymar. This guy is about to start his Twitch career now, and he's supposed. You spent over 200 million on a guy, broke the record on a dude who spends more time on Twitch and in Miami.
He's running back his career on career mode, man, on Twitch.
He's playing CSGO.
Yeah, guys. I mean PSG is.
Nah, the defeating is crazy.
No, so why is he saying? Well, where is he starting at? Is he starting at Barcelona? PSG are interested. Decline.
Yeah, I swear Rodrigo thinks he's Ronaldo, bro. I swear to God.
I mean, it's like, you know, his picture. He's like, say, wait. I think if you look at it from a certain angle under lighting, I think that does look like Ronaldo. You know, that's what he's probably thinking.
that was post grenade, man. Post grenade.
Wait.
Guys, post grenade was damn good, bro.
Isn't that a video of him and Ronaldo together?
Let's see. Vanessa said that post grenade Ronaldo in training did some of the craziest things I've ever seen.
What those exact words? Those exact words.
Right. Yes, he said post grenade was.
He was explosive before, you know.
Basically, he said PG Ronaldo was insane.
Yeah,
PG Ronaldo was insane.
Sometimes I feel like you talk about Ronaldo like he's not a real.
He was explosive before his knees got exploded.
Yes, yeah. Anybody who grew up seeing Ronaldo is the closest thing to an alien we've ever seen.
Can we have an honest discussion?
Because everyone else is more so like Maradona. Ronaldo is the closest thing he was.
No, bro, you
Ronaldo, like that's what, like basically there will never be a better footballer on this planet than
bro.
You
Ronaldo.
How do we get to Ronaldo? What is this,
bro?
Pre-grenade is the best player of all time. That's a fact. Like,
wait, did you say
pre-grenade?
Did you say he's closest thing to an alien?
Let me take some Dubinskis. So, shout out to your boy Sage. Says, okay, I don't know what that area is. Play the DLC. All right, I know. I'm not going to say that word, but yeah. No,
what do you mean? It's not.
I'm currently playing Ghost of Tsushima right now. I don't want to get baited. But I'm playing it right now. Shout out to Sage, man. Thank you. I will play
HH. After Ghost of Tsushima, you have to play Diablo 4. That game's fire.
I'm waiting for Baldur's Gate 3. No. So I'm waiting for Starfield and Baldur's Gate 3.
Diablo takes a couple months.
Because my friend, he's like a hardcore gamer, and he's like Diablo guy. I'm like, Diablo is like, that's too gaming for me. Baldur's Gate 3, Starfield, that's my jam. Daddy Oos, pleading with Bomian, please no pandemic in 2035.
Bro, this ain't. I gotta respect it, bro.
But hold up. So I say that ban caused the pandemic. Is this what this guy is saying?
Wow.
That's got linked to China.
That's just generational hate, man. That's generational hate. David T. Thank you for the double, David T. Man. Mbappe can stay at PSG and be the most paid player, or he could go to Madrid and be the most paid player and potentially the best player in history. Well,
it's just that Qatar is different, though. If I had the
see,
chance to,
here's the thing though. Mbappe wins the UCL for PSG, it's over.
Nah, he has to win like
the
four.
debate is over. The debate is over.
He can't win
Zeman
four
is over.
UCL.
See, that's the anger that if he does go to PSG, Luis Enrique, can you give me one UCL? Luis Enrique, please, for my narrative, just get me one from Mbappe.
He wins it for
because
Real Madrid.
Ricardo, that's all my narrative needs.
if
Because
Luis
I told you, I
Enrique
have
wins-
guys. I've got like 4 tweets. I've got 4 tweets on the thread. If Mbappe wins a UCL for PSG, these tweets are gold.
Wait, is it only for PSG or does it involve Real Madrid too?
If Mbappe wins it for PSG, then Luis Enrique is ahead of Uncle Mo. I want you to know that, man. I want you to know because that's dud.
This is true.
That's dud based on your arguments, bro.
Mm-hmm. And on top of that, Jose Mourinho, because like, what's it called?
Wow, he's actually got nothing to say for that. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
because that's dud.
That's dud. That's dud. So like,
what are you gonna argue? What? It's
That's-
not hard
okay,
to win
look,
for
here's the
PSG.
thing.
That's crazy, man.
If Enrique gives Mbappe, heck, if Enrique wins PSG the UCL,
He's ahead of Mo, bro. I don't want to hear Uncle Mo and Luis Enrique, bro, together.
Damn,
man.
bro, you gave up on Uncle Mo like that, man. That's crazy.
no, I didn't say anything. All I'm saying is if he wins the UCL with PSG,
Bro,
It's harder
get
than Porto.
this
That's
guy
it,
is
man.
on his knees for Mbappe, man. That's crazy.
but guys, we all know like it's not like PSG. They never win in the UCL, man. They never win
Wow,
the
the
UCL.
jinx has
Like,
already begun.
they never win the UCL and so forth. Like, I mean, and my thing is PSG failed Mbappe. PSG failed Mbappe. Wait, hold up, Elias. Wasn't your boy supposed to come and win a UCL for Mbappe?
What's it called? He what's it called? He went to PSG and he came out with a World Cup. So I mean, like
so he
I mean,
fleeced PSG. Okay,
I mean,
cool,
like,
cool.
yeah.
So he was going to go to PSG to actually help Mbappe because Neymar is more concerned with his sister than football, but he actually fleeced PSG and so forth.
Raphael.
Look, okay, wait. So guys, so Mbappe to Real Madrid next year. Is that the consensus?
Wait, I thought it was Chelsea. When we talking about Chelsea?
Yeah, but like when we like
Yeah,
being
we're talking
serious.
about a bridge or something. I don't know if it was an African.
Hey,
What's it called? Mods. Can you please put JC and Hangout?
Wait, have you got arthritis?
JC and Hangout. Can you please put Jason Simon, please? No. Okay, so look, here,
It's old age. It's old age.
See, okay, do you know what this
Old
angers
age.
me? Mbappe winning the UCL, you need to win the UCL 100%. Like that is needed. Like as the goat of football and the face of football, you need a UCL, and you need several UCLs. Okay, you need several UCLs. But my thing, because again, Mbappe 2 World Cups, 2 UCLs, that's it, done. The debate's over.
Just
So
2
my
UCLs.
thing though is.
I don't think so, man. He needs the
Yeah,
individual
Ricardo,
awards.
yeah,
he
no,
needs the play style.
Everything. Needs everything.
No, hold on. Sorry. The exchange rate, 2 World Cups, 2 UCLs, debate's over.
No, it's not.
It's not really not, bro. He's not
Bro,
not that much of a
you want to know why? You know why it makes no sense?
No, Ricardo.
Hold on. You know why it makes no
It's 2
sense?
World Cups. You
know why?
freaking
You know why?
lose them.
How many
It's
golden
2 World
balls does he
Cups.
have?
Well, hold on. You know why it makes no sense? Because you rate Maradona. You said he was my GOAT before Messi won a World Cup, which I could understand. But if we actually want to talk about Maradona's career outside of a World Cup, he's only won 9 other trophies, which aren't even that prestigious. Yet people still held him so highly. Mbappe, as good as he
I
is,
said
he's a
Pele
kick in-
is the objective GOAT. Maradona is the footballing GOAT. That's what I said. Pele is the objective GOAT. Like you can't be arrogant. Pele, he's the pioneer. He started everything.
How
He's what it is.
convenient? How convenient?
HH, what's the exchange rate for Uber Eats to a Champions League?
Exchange rates. Wait, so you mean how many Uber Eats for one UCL?
Yeah.
That's
Like I think it's
9,000,
like
bro.
10,000 Uber Eats
Okay,
for one
let me
UCL.
ask you this. How much? Okay.
That's currently, but it may change next
it's
week.
gonna get
because
worse.
It's fluctuating. Hold on, because bro, from what I'm saying right now, it could be 20,000 next Monday.
Bro, that
So it could
rate
be
is going
20,000
down,
next
man. It's
Monday.
going down.
No. But see, guys, the thing that's
This guy says
Mbappe winning a
Bitcoin,
UCL
bro.
for
That's crazy.
PSG would be just give me one UCL for PSG. That's it. That narrative would be amazing. Yes, yeah. Just one UCL for PSG. How could that be? Goddamn! Please.
Say PSG get knocked out of the group stage. Is Mbappe winning the Europa League much more impressive than him winning the Uber Eats?
Guys, thank you for tuning in to the live show. We will be back here. Thank you for your dubs, your donations, and your viewers. We should be back here for this Saturday hangout, which will, of course, discuss Carlo Ancelotti trying to win something from Brazil and why it is stupid that Brazil are hiring Carlo Ancelotti to win them a World Cup and a Copa America, which I just think is wrong, but it is what it is. Guys, peace out, stay true still, and remember, if not for De Bruyne, Eden Hazard would have surpassed Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo as the player of this generation. Peace out, stay true, 100%.